What's up, everybody? You know what? Do I remember how to do this? I might not remember how to do it. It's been a long time. It has been several weeks since I've been here, since I've been doing this, since I've been with you guys. So welcome back. Welcome back to the Doodle Stream, where every Friday, unless I'm traveling or I'm sick, I just so happen to be traveling for the last couple weeks, across Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, we spend 3 hours together while I attempt to doodle out your ideas and suggestions from the chat. I pick the theme and you pitch the ideas. But we have a very, very special episode for you today. Today is my anniversary on Patreon. And Patreon is incredibly important to me. It's incredibly important to my family and what I am trying to do and trying to build. And so once a year, only one time a year, I dedicate an entire episode of this show to my patrons. So it should be a good time. However, it's a little less interactive than normal. I will not be taking suggestions from the chat today because I already asked all of my patrons what they would like to be, what they'd like to see doodled ahead of time. So I already have a prompt list. We're going to be working through that together. But I am very happy and grateful that you're all here. Hope you guys enjoy hanging out with me, chatting, and seeing what comes together. And we're also going to talk about some of the stuff that's new for me on Patreon, because maybe you're not a patron. And why are you not a patron yet? Like, what do I need to do? What more do you want? But before we get into all that, I want to welcome a couple of my close buddies, close friends, and patrons that are going to hang out with me. Maybe we'll have some more people later. I'm not 100% sure. I did send out some extra invites, so we'll see. But first and foremost, definitely the record holder for being on the show the most. We got Jeff back again. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, how's it going, Kevin? It's a little weird to be here because I thought you died.
I basically did.
Oh, welcome back.
This is the ghost of me.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Glad it wasn't permanent.
It was not permanent. It was not permanent.
That's good. That's good.
And thank you for being here, Jeff. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for everything. So there you go.
Nice. And also because I feel like our quota is not quite right for Oklahomians versus Connecticutans. I've got my good buddy, fellow artist, and also patron, Ray, aka Funny Figs, is here. What's up, Ray?
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's nice.
God damn it.
Sorry.
Are you?
Jeff, it has been 1 minute.
Look, I wouldn't have swore if Ray didn't yaw it up, all right? It's not my fault.
Thank you for being here, Ray.
Well, when you introduce me as an Oklahomie, I have to do it. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I could have been singing the song. That was my second choice.
I mean, who introduces their friends as Oklahomans? That's like saying, hey, you guys want to meet some uneducated rednecks?
I didn't say that. I didn't.
That's what you said. Ray,
well,
that's what he said, isn't it?
Welcome back, Jeff. So on the in the chat, we've already got Ken is here. What's up, Ken? Maniac for Bricks is here over on Twitch. What's up, Joey? We got Anna, risen from the dead. Yes, risen from the dead indeed. Watching Sue is here. What's up, Sue? We got Shy Time is here. Uncle Drew is here. Goddess of Mischief 72. Is that Deanna? I think that's Deanna, right? Oh. 7242 sounds super familiar. Deanna's just like changing her identity all the time to totally throw me off. Uncle Drew says, what a great birthday present, a Kevin stream. I'm glad you think so. Appreciate that. So everybody, today is all about patrons. It's all about Patreon. I do this once a year. This is a Patreon focused stream. So it is kind of the same formula in which I will be doodling. But I asked all my patrons, I gave them actually quite a lot of time. I gave them, I think, a month and a half to 2 months a window to shoot over some prompts ahead of time. So I'm going to be working through that list. I'm not going to be taking things from the chat, but I'm very thankful that you're all here. So feel free to talk, chat, ask questions. That's also why Ray and Jeff are here to, keep it as interactive as we can, because it's a little, without being able to suggest stuff, it makes it a little less interactive.
This is true.
Yes, Deanna. Okay, see, Deanna's unveiled her true identity.
I mean, Kevin, if like one of your friends is a superhero and they showed up, and you're like, "Oh, thank God you saved me, Ted." People would be like, "What do you mean, Ted?"
What do you?
Oh no! Oh,
E-
God!
Exactly.
And Ted's family is dead.
Oh, that's a shame. What's up, Zoom? Hello, Chris. So, I did this last year. I'd like to do it again. So please bear with me. I do want to run through this list and call everybody out by name because this is really important. I know last year people were like, "That was a lot of names, Kevin. That took a long time for you to read to them." But Patreon is incredibly important to me. It is super reliable income that I get for my family every month. It also hits without fail, like a day or two after the rent check gets cashed. So it's incredibly helpful, just paying living expenses, groceries, bills, and all that stuff. So these people support me all year round. This list is up to date as of 24 hours ago. So I'm going to run through and just personally thank everybody. So again, just bear with me for a minute, but thank you to Adrian Cordero, Andrew Bulltop, AZ Blue, Ben Rollman, Benjamin Paxak, Beyond the Brick, Blackeen, Bubba Laveau, Brandon Griffith, Brappy Hour, Brian Bison, Brian Saviano, Brian Smickett. We got a team of Brians here. Brickbender Underworld, Brick Bunnies TV, Brick Fella, Brick and Nick, Bubba Bricks, Cam the Purple Dragon, Chris and Catherine Gosnell. Thank you guys for your patronage. Chris Fabinski, Chris Giddens, Dana M. Urban, Dan Fritchie, Data 2048, Dave Guan, Dave Sheffick, Doug Rass, Doc Sampson, Eclipse Graphics, InTalk, Family Bricks / Matt Elder _ UK, Funny Figs, Graham Diamond, Great Brick. Who's that guy? Great Brick Lab, Ghost Frickin' Talkin', Hawkeye Lego Man, Idea Brickworks, Ivan Santana, Jamie Seaborn, J.J, Jeff and Emily McAwee, Jin, Joseph M. Zawada, John Y, Julian Smith, Justin J. Marler, Jinxie425, Karen Murphy, Kat Sipe, London Bridge Bricks, Lindsay and Cody Fecteau, Maniac for Bricks, Marlowe Bricks, Matt Sailors, Meredith Najewicz, Mevitz Bricks, Michael Kanimoto, MJ Sweet 130, Ninja with the Bricks, the artist known as Pablo, Paganimation, Reed Yeager, Russell Clark, Scott's Toys, Shayna Klink, Shy Time is My Time, Space Time Brick Studio, Stephen Hadley, Steven Struble, Sue, Live and Good, The Brickhead Family, The Shea Family, Valerie Champagne, Vanessa H., Voxumo, Wombat Combat Pictures, XCCJ, Yvonne, and Zedudith of the Judith. Thank you all. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for the bits. Thank you, Bob Laveau. Appreciate that. Start a hype train. Hey, I'm all about it. So thank you guys again. I really do appreciate it. As I've said over and over again, as I say pretty much every week, it really, really means a lot and it makes a difference. It really does. It makes a difference to me, makes a difference to what I'm doing, what I'm trying to build. And the Patreon has just been refreshed. It's just been refreshed. I've got brand new goodies. I've got brand new rewards. I've just started a new perk for the $5 tier where you get a sticker from me every single month in the mail. This month is Beetlejuice. So everybody that is current patron at that tier should have already gotten the Beetlejuice. And if you sign up at any point during this month, you will automatically get the Beetlejuice. I'll mail that out for you. And there'll be another sticker next month and another one the next month. So that is a new perk. I've also got a brand new enamel pen that's going out for all $10 patrons. It's much nicer and much larger than the last pen. I think it's really, really cool. As always, I'm still offering the custom illustration for $20 tiers and the $50 tier, which is the top. That is the platinum tier. Gets everything, gets all the things. You literally get every single thing I make and sell. So you get an automatic allocation of every single product. And I do still have the $1 tier. It is also appreciated. That gets you access to all the content, all the drawings I put up all the time, my blog that I do every month, and a ton of opportunity to directly impact the stuff I'm doing. So if you're not already there, please consider it. It makes a difference. It means a lot to me. And if there's anything I'm not doing, please let me know. I'm actually going to put together a survey soon, and I'm put that out on my social media stuff for quote unquote non-patrons to see if there's something I could be doing to kind of push you in that direction. And I would really value your feedback. So, all right, we got that done. So we're going to draw. These are my warm-up things. These have nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with the prompts I had ahead of time. This was just me messing around. And then I erased it. And then Jeff and Ray yelled at me and said, "Why did you erase that?" So
yeah, he was just like, "Oh, it's no good." And I'm like, "Are you nuts?
Are you a madman?"
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, especially after he called us Tony Stark. Good.
Oh, just you wait, Jeff. Just you wait till we start getting into the list. Sue says, I got your sticker. Nice. I need to update my address. I thought it was probably out of date, but I was like, I've put out 2 reminders for everyone to update their addresses. I'm just gonna go with it. But I was like, I don't think she lives there anymore. But you know what? I trust the mail system. Send.
You just called her out. That's great.
But she said, I need to update my address. So she said in the chat. All right, let me get the first. Okay, so everybody, what's up, Bama Bricks? Our first prompt, I'm going to write this in the chat too, so that you guys can see what I'm working on here.
I mean, it's more fun for me and Ray to guess, but okay.
I mean, you could do that too.
Yeah.
Was there ever any doubt that Matt Elder would swing back in with another horse? And not just any horse, another Deadpool horse, which is exactly what he requested for Inktober 2. So we're double down. All right, I'm gonna start this one. Let's see. Let me get a reference image of a horse.
Well, this is important because for those who haven't seen it, you've already done this once for Inktober, and that's on Instagram. And if you haven't seen this, you really need to go and look at it because it's incredible. It's just I don't know if you'd like me to describe it to these fine people or not, but
go ahead. I'm just gonna draw. So you do you. Right.
So imagine a BoJack Horseman style horse with the equine head, human body, but lovingly, lusciously rendered in marker and ink, and it's just astounding how well you did on this project. I'm very impressed. Which raises the question: are you going to do the same thing now, or are you going to change it up?
We're doing something different.
Okay.
We're going to do something different this time.
Good.
Let's see. Sue says, time to be an emotional sob. Thank you for your hard work, Kevin. Congrats on the anniversary. Appreciate it. It's been a huge encouragement for me as I've been off my art for so. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I figured I'd scream that if I have to disappear. Lusciously rendered.
It's true.
Yes. So we're going to draw another. I can't believe I'm doing this again.
I was really hoping you would do it My Little Pony style.
Yeah, same, if I'm being honest.
So I was thinking of doing it the Ren and Stimpy style horse. It's like the grumpy, but I was like, nah.
So you were like, nay on that?
Oh,
well,
Joey says, now I can't think of Deadpool without following it with a honking noise. Yeah, somebody was in a really weird cosplay at HorrorCon, and I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, are you Doc Brown and Deadpool and a clown? And I was like, you are firing on all cylinders.
Did you address this individual?
No, I don't need to do that.
Cool. All right. Well,
I don't need to talk to people while I'm at a show selling my wares.
Why would you?
Why would I do that? Why would you? So one of the things I want to talk about while we're drawing and chatting is obviously I did have 3 weeks worth of traveling and shows. The first week was an event called Paracon, which I had been talking about, and that was run by the Warren's estate, the paranormal investigating couple that inspired the Conjuring movie universe.
Oh,
and that was by far my best show the entire year. That was gangbusters. I felt like speaking of Tony Stark, I felt like Tony Stark pulling out of there. I was like, man, that was just, I had my first sellout. Never sold out of products there. Mm-hmm. I had a decent amount of commissions. It was just great. It was a really fantastic show. I really hope they do it again. There's been no word yet. Probably the team is all tired, and but it's been enough weeks now. I want to hear something, but
they'll be back.
They have to be.
Yeah,
they have to be, right? When you do a successful show, the last thing you want to do is not do the show again.
Oh yeah. They're just playing a little close to the vest. You know how they are.
I do. And so, yeah, the thing I was like literally the most pleased with is I made that Annabelle sticker for that show. That is why I did it. I was like, you know what? They're going to have Annabelle there. They have the real Annabelle doll. They have the movie Annabelle doll. They're closely tied to Warner Brothers. Like, this is the time to have an Annabelle sticker. And I did it. And of course, it didn't necessarily sell well when I just kind of released my Halloween stuff. I went to the show, sold every single one I had. Done.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, made it for the show, sold out at the show. And I sold out, and then a guy commissioned me to draw Annabelle after I was out of the Annabelle stickers. It's like, that is a mission accomplished. That is a life goal. Yes.
I have a stupid question, and then I lost it.
Oh.
Dang it. Never mind. All right.
You'll find another one.
Yep. Oh, I'm under no like dream of I'm the smart one here, so it's all good. Stupid questions. That's where I thrive.
Part of me was like really thinking that was a bit, and you were about to pull the question up though, and I was like, oh no, he really doesn't. He really doesn't have it.
This is a no bit conversation series that's happening right now.
Shit.
Yeah. Gangbusters, not Ghostbusters, distinctly. Yes, it's been enough year. It has been. Ken says, when you go to a show, do you take all your product, aka does the sell include? Yeah. So I keep. It's a great question. It's a great question. Thank you, Ken. I keep 3 of every single thing I make. I put 1 in a special place. It's like my portfolio piece. And then I put 2 aside for like any potential like marketing thing, like if I do a giveaway or whatever. So it's in another thing. So there's 3 that get pulled and set aside. Every single thing else goes. And I do have like some display ones that are like on the table so you can see. And I literally opened up the display and removed those. So I sold all of them. They were all gone.
Wow.
Yeah, that was amazing. I was like, I don't know what to do with myself.
I'm just impressed you keep your own stuff. I can't wait to get rid of it.
Well,
my stuff, not yours, to be clear.
Yeah, I was a little curious. You know, that's kind of rude to say to Kevin, but you know, whatever.
They keep sending me these stickers, and I just keep telling him no, but he just keeps doing it.
Please stop. Please don't send me anything else anymore.
Ever again.
All right. Okay. Enough of this horse. What does Deadpool look like?
Deadpool looks like Ryan Reynolds with a red and black pajama suit on.
Bro, I deeply relate to thriving with bad questions. No.
I have lots of bad questions. I'm just not allowed to ask them this time because Kevin put on his email that I'm not allowed to curse and or bring up controversial subjects.
And he's already down 1. So that's I think that was a record, Jeff. That was a record. I was like, oh man.
No. It wasn't even a bad word either. It was like a 2 on a scale of 5 for bad words.
Should they how did I do this with the other one? I think I put like the mane coming out of like a ponytail thing in the back, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what I did.
Mm-hmm. Little she Deadpool style. I don't remember her real name. Sorry.
Gwenpool?
No, not Gwenpool, the other one.
It's like Lady
Deadpool,
Pool?
that's the one.
Yeah. Here's a belt for some reason.
Huh.
Shoulder pad. One of these days, Matt's gonna be like, "I'm done asking for horses. It no longer amuses me."
You really think that?
I mean, at this point, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Dream big, Kevin.
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
I have an important question though. Are you going to give him a little sword?
I probably should, shouldn't I?
Maybe. It's your call, of course.
How would he
You're
use
the master here?
You could always say nay, Kevin.
I could. I'll just put it like here. There we
I'm
go.
not sorry at all.
I just chose to not even acknowledge it. I was like, there goes Jeff again.
Well, if horse girls exist, does that imply that horse guys exist? Well, Joey.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No.
Yes, that's what that means. Because, well, I'm going to go smoke.
Moving on.
All right, that's no. At this point, I should just finish the hooves. Let's see, because it's like practically done.
You're gonna do hooves? What the
Yeah.
heck?
Well, I mean, I might look at this point. At this point,
Oh,
it's like literally the only thing missing.
All right, fine. All out this time.
I'll allow it.
That doesn't deserve hooves. I'm sorry.
You don't deserve the hooves.
Nope.
But yeah, thanks everybody for coming back and remembering I do these every week. I mean, 3 weeks is forever. It's an eternity in like internet time. You know,
It really is. You did 2 other shows. How were they?
Not as good. But that's okay. That was okay. I did better at so I did Retro World Expo, which is a video gaming show, and that was in Hartford, so that was local to me, and that was actually my worst performing show of the year. So I went from my best performing show to my worst back to back, which was kind of a trip. It's kind of a roller coaster. And if you were to ask me earlier in the year, Kevin, what's going to be your best show and what's going to be your worst shows, I would have told you the exact opposite of how things played out, because my best shows, or my shows I did really well, were these like horror themed shows. And the show I did the worst at was a video game theming show. And I think I have a lot of video game products in my assortment. There's definitely a large influx of gaming things. And my video game stuff did incredibly poorly at that show. I actually didn't, to give you a scale, I didn't sell a single Mario sticker.
Oh my God.
At a video gaming event.
Oh my God.
Right? Like that's something.
You have like 6 Marios too?
Yeah, not any of them.
Wow.
I didn't sell any of them. I didn't sell Luigi. I didn't sell like the video game stuff. It just didn't move. Nothing moved. I mean, I sold stuff, but it was the worst performing show of the year. So I was like, well, wow.
I have my thoughts, but I'm curious. What do you attribute that to?
So the first thought is like, oh, well, nobody was there, but that's not true.
Okay.
There was definitely foot traffic. The show was just as busy as all the other shows I've been to through the course of the year. But it was a weird layout, which, you know, I know you start to go into all these like what ifs, and you start noodling to death all the reasons, right? But
right.
Whatever. The flow, they had the venue had a split very starkly between artists and everybody else. Right? Like super starkly. Like, oh, here you go. Artists are on this side, and
here's the good side.
And here's all the cool stuff like the celebrity guests. Here's the celebrity guests. Here's the vendors selling your cartridges that you want for your video games. And so nobody came to the other side. And it was kind of sad. And like I kept going to like, you know, use the bathroom or maybe get some coffee, and it was just jam packed on the other side of the show. Like I was like, oh, here's all the people. I found them. I found all the people.
Yeah, they're with the cool stuff.
They're over here. So I think it was a flow management issue thing. But,
yeah, it sounds like it was. Also, Jeff's back.
Hey, Jeff.
So it is what it is. And then the Jersey show was another horror show. And yeah, I've done really well at the horror theme shows, which is kind of unexpected, but cool. And it wasn't bad, but like also it was in Jersey, so I had to have hotel costs and stuff to factor in. So like my profit was lower. So if I didn't have that, like if I had done the same.
Well, if you hadn't stayed at the Ritz-Carlton, I mean, you'd be all right. But
oh my goodness, Ray, it was not the Ritz. Oh yeah. Was
it a bad motel? Was it a
no? It was exactly
by the hour type of thing.
It was exactly what. No, it was exactly what I needed, which was like a bed, a shower, and a toilet.
Oh, okay. I was going a different direction.
I am pretty confident there were bugs. The wallpaper was peeling. I was like, "This is great." I was laughing.
You got a good one.
I was like, "This is how we keep those margins nice and comfortable."
I've done that before. I think the worst one I stayed at was the one with the door that didn't close.
Nice.
I just had to butt a chair up against it and call it good.
Okay, here's the speaking of shows, all right, I'm gonna leave Deadpool horse there. I'm not sure if I'm happy with it, but you know, it's a doodle. The next one is from Steven Struble, and Steve wants me to draw me and him running one of my booths. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? So Steve did help me out a couple times this year. So I thought that was a fun one there. So we'll do that now. What's up, Valerie? Valerie's here. Yeah, frustrating segregating the artists. Yeah, it is. Reminds me of Artist Alley at New York Comic Con. I want to get to New York Comic Con next year. That's my goal, is to sign up. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a whole different beast, man.
I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it because because I think I'm just gonna do it.
Do it.
Yeah, you should.
It's
It'll
a year
be-
from now, you know.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
Make it happen. Make it so,
Hopefully,
number one.
hopefully we'll be dropping a comic by that time.
I hope so too.
Oh,
I think I.
Oh man, look, I don't got a lot going on. All right, this comic is what I got.
I know, buddy. I know.
Ray is just a delight. Ray's the guy you want at all the parties, right? That you're like,
What,
hey,
to bring it down? What?
you know, remember the SNL bit, the Debbie Downer that was always like,
Yes.
you're that lady. You're- I love, I really love watching those bits, and she like loses her character in the middle. She's like, well, we could do that, but then we would all get cancer and die. And it's like she like starts to crack, and she starts laughing while she's trying to be Debbie Downer, and her face like twists into these really contorted. It's pretty good.
It's always great when they break.
It is so funny.
And hey, look, you've got a helper already.
Nice.
For
Nice.
NYC.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm ready to as soon as they open it up, I'm gonna throw it in the ring. We'll see how it goes.
Yep.
Is that a lottery juried? I can't remember. It's been a while since
I've never done it. I mean, I went to
Okay.
the site to try to like register now,
Mhm.
and they were like, "We will open registration at this date at this time." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I
Yeah.
guess it's not happening right now then."
Kevin, I will gladly accompany you to New York City.
That'd be awesome. I can't just for full transparency, I am not paying for anybody to get there. So I want that to be known.
No. I understand that. I'll make it a point to get there on my own, as it were.
Okay, all right. I just want
All right.
to put that in the ether.
No, that's fine.
It's not a paid opportunity, to be clear.
My internships are all unpaid.
Technically, I'm not your intern though, so there's that.
You're like, I'm entitled to pay compensation.
I mean, I am kind of, I did kind of write a masterpiece of comic book literature, so
And
What's up,
nobody can
Julian?
prove otherwise.
What's up, Julian? Cool, great subject change. All right, well, that's good. The writer never gets anything. I'm like I'm like an inker. Like nobody likes the inker. It's like a tracer is what I am, I guess.
Oh my god!
Nobody likes the inker. What the heck is going on with this anti-inker sentiment?
Well, I'm just saying, it's like that line in Chasing Amy where like, yeah, you're just a tracer. I'm done now. All right. Well,
All right.
Well, I found the fire exit.
I haven't heard that phrase in
Listen.
forever, Kevin. Thank you. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what it's
Lord.
all about, man. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about. Oh Lord, Ray is just a delight.
I've got some lookers here in the chat. Really nice looking commenter right there.
That Raymond guy sounds like a real hunk. Is he single?
Mm.
What's your answer to that, Ray?
I mean, I could be.
Oh
Nice.
well, all right.
Tell the old lady to hit the road, and you and me. Let's go see what happens.
Oh, well.
To be clear, that's my wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put that together. I'm sure Kevin needed the assistance.
No, I knew it as well. I was just debating whether or not I wanted to inform the casual audience of that fact or let it ride.
Well,
Let's see how we.
You're just the artist, not the creator of worlds with written words. So I didn't know if
True.
you're aware of that.
Oh my god.
I will take just the artist any day. I'll take.
You're not
Okay.
the wordsmith.
Look here. When they credit comics, they never mention the artist. Okay, who's Watchmen by? Alan
one
Moore,
guy.
right?
Yeah.
Did he draw any of that? Heck no.
I mean, he could have.
Not a line, my friend. Not a line. So let's stop this whole writers don't get any credit right there. Right
They
there.
never. All I know is that when Netflix approaches me separately from Kevin and asks if they can buy my manuscript and make it into a movie, I'm gonna say yes.
All I know is that one time I turned into a dog and those guys saved me.
Thanks, Rick. Lewis.
Sweet, but pointless.
That blackout ruined everything. I was stuck in an elevator for 2 hours.
It's so good though. It's so good. I like that one so much. Yes.
Yes.
Drawings.
This drawing is so cute, but I gotta tell you, I didn't understand what you were doing at first. I thought the little banner was you guys in the booth. I didn't realize it was your banner.
Oh, we're like in this giant like mobile van.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
I'm just gonna add the semi truck here in the.
Hey, a mobile art booth. It could be the future right there.
You know what's
what you need to do is get an RV, and the shows that you can't register for because tables are expensive, you park that big behemoth in the parking lot, and then you get like one of those fold up dealies, like where it has like the shade or whatever, and then you set up your booth under that in the parking lot.
Perfect.
I am actually looking at doing some craft fairs, local craft fairs that I would need like a tent or something for.
Do it.
Because obviously there's no hotel cost, so that's appealing. And I feel like I should try. But speaking of like being outdoors and stuff, I need to get like a tent or something.
It's going to be more commission heavy, but you should do it.
Yeah,
that's all right. That's fine.
You'll sell a few things. Not a lot. Not a lot. I won't lie to you.
Wow.
But,
Ray is so like he does not like, okay, we're gonna remove sugarcoating as a comment. He's just like, no, I like my comments as bland and sharp and truthful as possible.
Yeah.
I speak not about the quality of your work, merely from experience.
No problem, Joey. Joey's gonna lurk. Let's see. Bob of the Ghetto. Is that just Jeff I hear? Hello.
That is. That's my friend Robert.
Hello, friend Robert. Welcome. Hello there. I just wanted to pop in and say I love your style and your work. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Robert's good people, man.
Yeah, Ray's dropping the truth bombs. Yeah, he is. I mean, I'm not saying it's not true. I just love how you have like no type of like, I can't. How do you like parent? Because you're like, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to sugarcoat.
Very honestly.
Oh man, I can't wait for Santa to bring me this. There's no such thing as Santa. Just a cold statement. Is that how you do, Ray?
We don't encourage or discourage Santa discourse in our house. We won't deny any existence, but we also won't, say, "Oh, Santa's watching" or anything like that.
That's good.
Nice, even approach to it, I feel.
Don't give your kids false dreams.
Yeah, exactly. We do stomp on her dreams a little bit. She's like, "I want to be a singer." I'm like, "No, honey, you want to be an accountant."
I mean, yeah.
You like numbers.
Like I would probably pay money to watch you like at a parent teacher conference. Right? Like the teacher's trying to like, I don't know, say something and you're like, "Oh, well, she'll be fine."
Yeah, like these kids will be dead in 10 years anyway. Don't
like,
worry
see,
about
that's what I could hear you saying to the like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. She's a fun one to parent. She's a crazy child. She's only pulled a knife at school once this year, so we're good.
What?
I don't know if you're joking or not, but okay.
For the record, for those listening, she is in 2nd grade, and it was a butter knife, and it was my bad. I put it in her lunch bag.
Oh.
You know what's great about that is your clarification added more questions, but
also to spread the peanut butter on her sandwich, of course. Gosh,
but
why does no one get this?
But it also like it caused slightly more questions, but it also didn't disprove the main fact. I was like, no, I'm going to confirm the main. Like, yes, it did happen, but let me explain why it happened. What's up, Lawrence? Nice to see you. Watching over on Facebook. Appreciate it. Yeah, booth buddy right here. Booth buddies right here. Right to the side.
So this was a neighbor, huh?
Yeah, that was my first booth buddy of the year.
Oh, wow.
He was right next to me.
And you talked to them?
Yeah, now we have grand things in the plans, man. Grand things.
Sweet.
Huh. Weird
how that works out.
See, I always do the strategy of I don't talk or look at them.
Yeah, that's a good strat.
Oh, you mean your neighbors?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to know these people. They're my rivals.
I mean, wow. Ray is the worst kind of person.
Not here to make friends.
Here to make money.
So I have said forever, and I still believe it, that like one of my goals is to like table at the same show as Ray. And now I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna be at the same show as Ray.
No.
And Ray's like, all of a sudden the Mortal Kombat theme kicks on,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, this was a fun friendship.
I've only sabotaged a few booths, and they deserved it.
That's fair.
Oh,
I mean,
goodness.
all I know is it sounds like it's a Looney Tunes situation if Ray's there, and it's going to be a good time.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Steal a few power cords, no big deal.
Uh-huh.
Mess up a few displays. It's fine.
Light your booth on fire when you go to the bathroom.
As you do. Why not both? Yeah, why not both?
No, you see, you tell them you're going to watch their booth as they go to the bathroom. Then you walk
And
away.
then you light it on fire.
Wow, Ray.
Okay, moving on.
I believe it. See, the thing
Before
is,
I'm criminally indicted for anything.
you can't prove it. He jumps out the
Hashtag
window.
that con life. I love it. Yes. I mean, you stole a booth recently on my recommendation, right?
Yeah, I couldn't.
Or stole a table.
Yeah.
Did
I
I not say that?
Yeah. I mean, that part of the reason that I was encouraged to do so is you're like, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. I mean, I did go and talk to someone, but I didn't like necessarily ask. I kind of just told them I was doing it.
That's the way to do it.
But it was like, yes, that is how it is done.
Yeah,
they put me in a
annoying neighbors or something, and I was like, man, just go to another table. Nobody's gonna say anything. Just do it.
Do it. But yeah, they put me in a weird little nook. Like, not just me, it was me and like five other vendors at the last show. They put us in this weird little nook thing, and nobody went over there. It was worse than the show where I told you they like separated. Like, this was literally a tiny little nook that Joey was there, and people were calling it the dungeon. Right. And it was like, because it was totally off the trail. Nobody was going up there. And I went down there because there were still people that hadn't shown up, and it was like the second day in. And I'm like, no, all right, you know what? I paid my money. I did the drive. If they want to show up at this point, they can go where I was when I was on time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just peeled off the little placeholder and put it on the other one. After I did that, like every other artist in that area did the same thing.
It's a time-honored tradition.
It was like a revolution.
Excuse me. I had to do that at the con that ended up being a scam.
Oh. What con was that?
It was the cosplay con in Arkansas, and the guy who ran it left at the end of the night with all the money and was never seen again.
Isn't that how it goes?
Yeah. This is like a genuine criminal case right here. It's great. There's still people on the Facebook talking about it.
We got Co-Badge.
Not that guy.
Says, Mom says, help me tell Raymond I am listening to the Doodle stream. Tell him to tell Kevin that Raymond was once give the Andy Rooney Award in 5th grade by his teacher. His sarcasm goes way back.
It's true.
I believe it. And nice to see you. That's Jacob backwards, right?
Mixed up, but yeah.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I see that now. I recognize that name from the sketchy streams once upon a time.
Good times. Coming back someday.
Yeah, you're a liar. So it's fine.
Wow.
Ray's like, only I can deliver true bombs. No one else is allowed to do.
Hey, GLP's here.
What's up, Golden Light? Jap. I thought, like, looking at it real quick, I'm like, oh, that's Jacob backwards. I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Is it like a Goliath Tholog situation that's going on right now? Is that no? Okay.
Apparently, Joey's been to a scam con before as well.
Oh, he has.
That's exciting.
Awesome.
I wonder if it was from the same guy. Apparently, he had a stream of them.
Nice.
That's awful. Why do that to people?
Make money.
Yeah,
I know, but like, I just can't. Remember, I'm the guy that's like, that's not Boba Fett, sir. Like, that's not what you want.
Wait, did you tell that story here?
No.
Oh.
I was telling them before we started that I had 2 examples of me doing the right thing, but it was at the expense of expense. I lost sales because one guy wanted to buy my Boba Fett sticker, and I said, "That's not Boba Fett, that's Mandalorian," and he's like, "Never mind," and then walked away. And
No,
then
what you said was, this man wants to give me money. No, I don't want your money, sir.
I was, yeah, it kind of played out that way, but it wasn't meant to play out that way. And then the other one was somebody wanted to buy one of my old Lego drawings of Galaxy Squad Bug thing, and they thought it was Waspinator from Transformers Beast Wars, and I was like, "Oh, it's not," and then they're like, "Never mind." I was like, "Oh, I should have just sold it to you." And just said yes. He was walking away, and I kind of had like a decent rapport with him, and like he was walking away, I was like, "It's whatever you want it to be." I was like, "Oh, all right."
Wow.
I'll draw anything you want. Please come back.
Kevin, it sounds like you need a Ray or a Jeff at your show and be like, "Yep, that's who it is." Exactly. Here you go. You want it signed? Well, it's going to be a little bit extra.
Yep.
I love it. I love
We
it.
do
What's up,
charge
Doc?
for that.
What's up, Doc? Good to see you. Tell them about Chapbook. Yeah. So Lawrence and I were at Fan Expo Boston. He had his own table. I had my own table. And this guy was, oh no, it was the worst. He was like every human being that walked within a radius of this man. He like shoved the book and he said, "Want to read my book?" And like basically called over every human. You couldn't avoid him. And so he was stealing everybody from around his circumference. And I mean, in the end, he sold out of all of his books, but he kept like making like super loud comments about how everybody was suckers. And it was so easy selling to everybody. And these people are chumps. It's like, oh my goodness, you were the worst kind of human.
And I'd really appreciate it if you didn't tell stories about me in places anymore, and that'd be nice.
You're right. I'm sorry. I take it back. I take it all back. I take it all back.
All right. Made a killing, though.
Yeah, no, Doc, you're 100% correct. I do need to just draw and let other people do the selling. 100%. 100%. What's up, Matt? You know what you did.
Matthew.
You know what you've done. You know what you've done, Matt. We all know what you've done now. There's no more hiding.
If it's fair, Matt, I'm laughing.
Matt's like, I don't know what anybody's talking about. I'm so confused. I should let you guys do more talking. I need to draw.
No, why would you need to do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's a
No, found the fire exit.
I just like that you're spending a lot of time on the little sketches in the background, making sure they actually look like your posters.
Yep.
Gotta be accurate.
That's
Ray's the most condescending human I know.
that's some dedication to yep.
Ray is the only person I know. I mean, Jeff to an extent, but Ray really, really is the only person I know that can like directly, like metaphorically just stab me. But I don't. I'm not offended. I'm like, oh, yeah, all right. Like Ray could just just rip me to shreds, and I'm like, oh, all right. And I'm like, Ray's a good friend.
Said with the best intentions. Really.
Ray's one of my best friends. And I'm like, oh, well.
Well, I mean, you could do worse.
And Jeff's like, I will not lose my title. He's swinging in.
No.
I can insult you, Kevin. It's fine.
It's good. Don't worry about it.
Is that what you want? You want insults?
I mean, I've mellowed in my old age, and I'm no longer as rambunctious as I once was.
I have mellowed in my old age, he says. Oh, man.
Yeah, those 50s hit hard, huh?
Yep, they really do.
In the time I've thought about a logo, Kevin has done 3 rebrandings. Yeah, that's true. It is true.
Oh man,
you gotta keep it fresh.
I do. You do. You gotta keep it.
It feels like your brand is dying. You just gotta redo it all.
I mean, they don't go bad.
No, they don't. But like, it gets to a point where, like, I mean, Ray, you probably know, like, you look at the same artwork for so long, you're like, I could do better than this now.
That's fair.
And then you don't want to look at it anymore. Like, I don't look at this. I need to fix it.
Yeah, like Tony Stark. You could probably do better now.
No, that's great.
Man.
It's a great drawing.
That was one of my suggestions for this stream. It had to be superseded by something much more important. But I was like, I want you to draw the worst Tony Stark you can.
What was funny is
just make it as bad as possible.
I was writing.
I mean, that's already been done.
Jeff's like, I will not. I'm not ready to concede. I was putting together the prompt list. There you go, Steve. That's for you. Putting together the prompt list, and I was writing down your suggestions, and then it was like, oh wait, there's an update to this comment thread. Actually, never mind. I want this bearded dragon. I'm like, oh, all right. Delete. So here we go. But I saw it. It was seen. Don't you worry.
That one was just for you.
Am I still the only one that's ever been his idea has been rejected?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
You know what you did.
Oh, I know exactly what I did.
Let's
It also
see.
brought Kevin a lot of traffic to his Patreon.
It did.
In 5 minutes and it was up.
It
So,
did.
you know what?
That comment is the most liked comment. And so it's weird because I deleted it. Like I deleted it. And
Deleted it?
I did. I was like, I don't nah, it's gone. I deleted it like not that long after it was put up there, but because it's like when I look in the analytics, it's like the most liked comment. And so it says like comment removed, but it's the most liked. So it shows up on all the shows up on the data. I'm like, all right.
And good that I can at least leave a legacy that way.
And so yeah, here you go, Matt. You missed it. My first thing was Horsepool again because you wrote it again. So there it is. There you go. All right,
a lot
now,
of horse pools this year.
there is. I mean, 2 is a lot. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Should have drawn a
Skye.
pool shaped like a horse.
That's a way too big brain thought on that. Okay, so Hawkeye said, Kevin, since your local gym closed, how's it been with the new work? I haven't gone to the new gym. Like they transferred me over to a different place that's in like the same company, but I haven't had a chance because then I started traveling and then I've just been busy. And so now, of course, I've totally fallen out and I feel awful about myself. So I have not gone since.
Oh,
Lame. Super lame.
A little rough.
Super lame.
I mean, you're never going to get that OnlyFans going if you don't get back in that gym.
I know. I'm aware. What's up, Brig Enforcer?
I thought that OnlyFans was no longer going to be doing adult-oriented things.
They walked that back like day of, man.
Oh, they did? That's good.
Yeah, they were like,
That didn't make
just
any sense to
kidding.
me.
Just
Yeah.
psych.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, that's how they make money, though. What's
Right,
happening
they figured
here?
that out too, pretty quick.
Morons.
Oh my gosh.
I saw like a funny fake interview with the CEO. It's not real, but it was like, wait a minute, how much of our profits come in from? Oh, let's turn that around. Like, never mind.
I mean,
Never mind.
you know,
Oh my gosh, you already have an OnlyFans and you didn't tell us?
No, I don't. Do I?
According to your friend over here.
Do I? I mean, I need to send out a cease and desist.
maybe it's the other Hinkle who's the
The joyologist.
yes, the joyologist.
Everybody, in case you didn't know, there is another Kevin Hinkle on YouTube who forever and ever and ever was the more prominent Kevin Hinkle you'd find when you'd search YouTube. He is a professional joyologist. He teaches you how to be happy in your life. He is in pretty good shape for a guy. He's got videos of him doing like pull-ups and stuff. There you go.
I love that guy.
Yeah,
No
he's a special kind of guy.
He also hasn't uploaded anything in like 5 years. But
Yeah, it's been a spell. What's up, Minecraft Architect 90? Hello.
That's a mouthful.
OnlyFans aren't that stupid. Okay. I thought you were like, yes, I know what you meant, but like reading that, I'm like, fans are stupid. What?
This is getting out of hand. I agree.
Found you on Instagram. Nice. Hey, I appreciate that. Welcome. Well, hey, look at that. A social post did a thing.
Wow.
That's weird.
That might be the first time in history.
It really might be. I mean, let's be fair. Let us be fair. I don't know why I still do those. Like, why do I still do these?
Wow.
But I appreciate you being here. I'm talking about like the reminders and stuff. Right?
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Not like using it, not using the. But yeah, thanks for popping in. I'm drawing Skye from Paw Patrol.
Everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite.
Did you know they have a Paw Patrol movie out?
I did.
Oh, of course, you have a 6-year-old.
I have a child.
Yes.
That's Paw Patrol.
We're super psyched to see Clifford the Big Red Dog. Can't wait for that one.
Yep.
Read the book.
You always got to watch the movie, man.
That could be an appropriate answer for anything, Jeff. Like, I can't wait to see Ghostbusters. Read the book. I can't wait to see Star Wars. Read the book. Right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Where's the problem here?
I don't understand the issue.
I
Is there a
Yeah.
Ghostbusters book?
Yeah, there's like 3 of them.
Are they good?
Yeah, the original novel came out in like 1920. You've never read it before?
Yeah.
You're-
The first
What?
2 are fine. The third book was the proposed third movie that never happened, and it's where the Ghostbusters go to the afterlife or go to hell, and they've only made a limited printing, but you can find it on like Amazon or eBay for like $700. I wish I was joking.
Oh. Oh, you know what? Okay, speaking of outrageously priced things that are important to us, at Retro World Expo, I found a sealed mint, or really close to mint, copy of Earthbound
Mhm.
with the box, with the guide, with the cards, with everything.
Ooh.
I don't need it because I have one, but would you guys like to guess as to what the asking price on the package was?
$1,200.
It's a
5,000.
nice, it's a nice start. It was $4,000.
Oh, it's close.
Yeah.
I was like, holy smokes, that's a lot of money.
Heck, that's a deal.
Yeah.
It's a bargain. It's a bargain. My
is.
nephew used to love Paw Patrol. Nice.
Yeah.
The book doesn't start a Clifford cinematic universe, though.
The
Please tell
CCU.
me- Oh boy.
The
Can't wait for the
CCU.
Waldo crossover.
The CCU.
You know what I'm really tired of? Cinematic universes. I said it.
No, I'm with you. It's like, you know how we're kind of still in it, but you know how like everything is like they had that era where everything was an I, something lowercase I, like because of iPhone. So
Mhm.
everything was lowercase I something. I mail. You know, I was like everywhere. Or E. It was either I or E was on everything.
Mhm.
And I'm like, this is so dumb. And so now everything's a cinematic universe. Like that phrasing, everything's a cinematic universe.
Well, it's like the 90s when like everything was extreme.
Oh, but that was great though.
I mean, it did bring about Extreme Ghostbusters, which is, you know,
Wasn't that the time when everyone was on a skateboard? Literally everyone.
yes,
And
except
drinking
for the-
Capri
yes.
Suns.
It turned into giant blob monsters.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite bits from Saturday Night Live.
Doesn't in the Capri Sun commercials, weren't they like changing into liquid metal?
Yes.
Right. And then
Okay.
the spoof of it was that they all merged together to make this horrible monster.
Oh, I remember it going down.
It's about right.
That's about right. Yeah, it checks out.
I made
you-
Emily watch it, and she thought it was real, and I felt bad because I did not dissuade her that it wasn't.
Oh.
Hinkle Cinematic Universe. Interesting.
Nice.
Who's
Nice.
the crossovers there? That's what I got to know.
No, I would. Hey, I wouldn't complain. I'd be signing the contracts. The cash will dry my tears.
I mean, yeah.
It wasn't a hey, let's see if we can be funnier than the original instead of telling us. What are you talking about, Doug? You talking about the Ghostbusters one?
Yeah,
It's all
we're
the new
having Ghostbusters
Got it.
discourse. Ugh. Ugh.
There's a Ghostbusters discourse?
There's always Ghostbusters discourse.
What's
Look,
up, Ark? What's up, Ark? We got Arctic Arts in the house. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, buddy.
Look, all I know about the new Ghostbusters movie is that it was a nice combination of both new and old, and people should just shut up and enjoy it.
Well, no, you see, it's always got to be about the last sequel and about whether it was any good and whether this one's any good and whether which one. Nobody cares.
Trigger warning.
I mean, Ghostbusters 2 was pretty horrible.
See what I mean? You see?
No, I'm only doing that because that's Kevin's favorite Ghostbusters.
That's my favorite. That is my literal. I like, and see, I get grief all the time about it because I feel like a lot of times I like the second movies in a lot of these franchises more. Like I like Terminator 2 more than 1. I like Gremlins 2 more than 1. I like Ghostbusters 2 more than 1. It doesn't mean I dislike the first ones. I like them a lot, but it's just like when I'm, forced to be like, what's your favorite? It's going to be the second one on like all of those things.
Well, I mean, to be fair, everybody likes Empire over Star Wars, I prefer the Two Towers over the Fellowship of the Ring. Ray prefers being second fiddle to you, so there you go. Hey!
Wow.
Shots fired! No, I'm just joking, man. I love
It's
it.
true, though. It is.
Trigger warning.
Frankly, I'd be honored to be considered second. I'm distant 10.
Well, that was awkward. Let's
By
see.
the way, we had Big Nate show up. Big Nate Bricks.
Oh, nice. What's up? Where is that? Where am I missing that name? Where is that?
Oh, it's up a bit. I figured you'd miss
Oh,
that.
hi. Sorry, I did miss that. I am sorry. Hello, Big Nate Bricks. How are you?
Believe it or not, I'm looking at the chat.
We have a chat?
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
They're like talking to us and everything.
My chat was blank because I didn't switch it over to. Oh. Well,
Matthew is disturbed that you like Empire better than New Hope.
why? Empire's the better movie.
Did you think that like nobody was literally nobody was here? Nobody was talking.
Yes, Kevin. I literally thought.
No, you've been talking. You've been all right, never mind. I was like, what?
Hey, you're tricking me. Hold on.
Yeah,
No.
You wait a
No,
second.
no.
You wait just 1 second.
Damn. Dang.
Well,
I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm really trying my best. I'm sorry, man.
I appreciate the effort.
Really am. I think Ray knows that I'm just joking around with what I said, so that's even better. So
I took it very seriously.
I figured you did. You sound very upset.
Yeah.
You sound very upset.
Well, that's life, Buttercup. Just get used to it.
Oh, and you know what? Something else I wanted to mention quickly is that when Arctic Arts, who's watching currently on Twitch, when he was on my show a little while ago at this point, we talked about the game that he was making. He was putting together, and the game is out now. You can purchase it on Steam. So just so you know, that is now come to fruition, and it is available if you would like to check it out. And he has some funny clips that he put up on like his YouTube channel of him playing the game, and they are very funny. My child enjoys his splicing of memes and extreme music to get the point across. It's like, yep, that is a victory.
Game's getting pretty good reviews too on stream.
For those in the back, what's
Good,
the game
good.
again?
Our Night.
Is that hour as in time or?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a legit question. That's like, yeah, Hour.
Got it.
Let's see here.
Everyone's like, I don't remember.
It's a good one. It's a good one with like friends and stuff. If you're by yourself, yeah, I probably wouldn't enjoy it. But if you've got some buddies you want to play with, probably a good time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
My nephew's favorite pup was Marshall. We're a Chase family here.
Nice.
What are you talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
What, do you not know Paw Patrol? Come on.
Can't say that I do.
Oh my gosh. Where have you been?
Childless.
That'll do it.
Yep.
That'll do it.
And actually, for the record, my favorite's the Husky, but you know.
Is that like the rescue bots from like Transformers, but it's all different? Like, so, all right, this is a controversial statement, Kevin. I apologize.
Oh no.
So Emily was telling me about rescue bots, and I was like, okay. And it's Transformers that are on like their own little separate entity or island, and like all they do is save the day. It's a lot like living in a city that is always besieged by natural disasters. But the way that Emily explained it to me, it's like the rescue bots are like the Transformers that were in the back of a bus and like nobody liked them, and like, this is your job now. And like Optimus showed up once and was like, good job, and then left. So that's just what they do. Like when it comes to like the war with the Decepticons or whatever, it's like no. You precious angels, that's what they do. So
you precious angels.
Mm-hmm. They're depicted as developmentally disabled. Is what
Are they really?
That's what Emily says.
Oh,
I don't know about that.
that's a review. That's a review statement. It's like, what?
It's gonna go bad places.
No, yeah,
Alright,
that's. I wasn't gonna. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
I don't speak ill of mental health or anything like that, and such. You know,
Of course.
This is true.
Well-
You had a whole show dedicated to this.
I did.
I watched. You know what? Actually, I'm going to tell you this, Jeff, and this is a true statement. I watched one of the old ones the other day, and they're not like super like they're, you can watch them anytime. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be like, there's not like an order to them or anything like that. And I was like, oh, this is just as relevant now than it was when I watched it like 2 or 3 months ago. And it was just kind of a nice, like, I just had it on, listened to it for a little bit, and then, went along my merry way. So
oh yeah, man. So I got some heat about those, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Oh, did you?
Yes. I made one about incels, and
I don't remember that.
Oh, that's because it got removed. Like,
oh, I don't remember that at all.
it was some things were happening with people, and I was like, well, incels, da 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 da.
Oh no.
And I like went into the detail of what their pack mentality is and how they just exist, and it did not go well. I don't usually take things down, but with this, I was like,
That went down.
that went down.
That went down.
Did you get cyberbullied?
No, somebody sent a letter to me at my house with a death threat. So yeah, I turned that over to the police. So there you go.
Holy moly.
Yeah, that's a little extreme.
Yeah, So I got doxxed, and then
Wow.
Arctic is like, I want to see the island of depressed Transformers.
On that note.
Autobots transform, I guess, or I don't know.
I mean, do we really have to roll out?
Can we just, go? Like, why do we always have to announce what we're doing? Can we just go and call it? I mean, we all know we transform into things.
We all know.
Reason.
I'm picturing them. They're too depressed to transform, so they just lie on their backs and like the little wheels roll them forward. Not even cars.
All right, our next one is actually Troy of Resolve by requested by Andrew Boltop. So Andrew is definitely hyped and ready for the comic to come out. Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a very popular character, but for those who maybe haven't gotten a chance to read this yet, who is Troy?
I mean, you really should ask the writer.
Oof.
Can you tell us a little bit about him? No spoilers, of course.
Troy is the titular hero of the Resolve comic. That's it. That's all you get.
That's all you get.
Yep. He's the hero.
Not even a tease, huh? Not a taste of. What's this guy's deal?
He's a sword wielding good boy. That's what he is.
Good boy. Okay.
Yep.
I'll take it.
he's a regretful hero. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he elfin in nature of some kind?
No, we decided that the people of the planet that they inhabit have pointed ears because we both like Zelda. And we're like, hey, we should do that. Okay.
So yes, they're elves. Got it.
Nope. Not at all.
Nope.
And who are the dwarves?
There's no dwarves.
Okay. I tease because I love.
I know. We actually avoided major fantasy like stereotype races. So
that's good.
Yeah, we went more of a kind of a fae kind of way. Like there's rabbit people. There's gonna be walrus people eventually.
Walrus people.
Yep. There's some giraffe people. Yeah, good times.
Yes.
Hey, building with Steve. Hello.
What's up, Steve?
Yep.
Hey, Steve.
What's in Garage Land, which I believe is the other persona of Doc Samson.
Really?
Pretty sure.
Identity?
Pretty sure.
That's
No, that's the studios.
Yeah.
But will there be wombat people?
There could be wombat people. We still have 3 issues to do. So.
Do you have lizard people?
We do.
Fish people?
They run the government.
Oh.
Fish people were a no-go simply because and I quote, "I don't like drawing water."
I didn't say that.
Wait,
Yes,
hold
you
on. You
did.
don't like drawing water?
I never said that.
Yes, you did. You said you didn't want to do any of that.
But water's so easy. You can
I-
literally draw anything and it's right.
I know. I don't remember saying that.
Look, there's a lot of problems with this company that I'm working with. All right, they didn't want to do a classic fruit pie commercial ad.
Oh my
one.
goodness, that's gonna haunt me forever.
And Minecraft Architect, this is a special stream. This is, well, I don't know if you want to tell them about it.
Yeah, this is so this happens every Friday unless I'm traveling. And for the most part, I take requests and I just draw them. I just draw them live. I pick a theme and we go. But once a year on November, I celebrate my anniversary on Patreon because I use Patreon and it's very important to me, helps pay the bills. And so I ask my patrons to give me prompts ahead of time and I draw stuff that they asked for during this episode. So it's just once a year. It's during November. It means that anybody that pops in for the first time, it's a little like, oh, it's not very interactive. But for the most part, you can pop in and actually ask for stuff and I draw them live in every episode.
Now, are the posts on your Patreon public or are they private where you show all the sketches you've done in the past?
They are locked behind Patreon, so they're
all right.
not
So you're gonna have to go to Instagram, is what you're gonna have to do to see the past sketches. But he's done so many things, like anything you can imagine, all the crazy suggestions people have made, and this crazy guy, he draws them. Can you believe it?
And two horse pools.
Yes,
two of them. Did I say on November? Yeah, you know what I meant. Get out of here! Get out of here! Man, it's been a little bit since I've drawn. I'm trying to remember. Oh, it's this way.
People don't know how hard it is to draw your own characters.
Well, I mean, once you're in the groove, it's different. But like when you haven't done it for a little bit,
yeah,
it's like, oh, wait a minute.
You're like, how did I do this? What does it look like?
What is he doing? How does he look? How does he look?
Anyway, we were talking about the story a little bit. Animal people sounds fun. So is this a furry comic? Is that what we're getting at? Is that the end goal?
No. It is fantasy, but it's fantasy based. So there's because I like fantasy, and
you're ignoring a whole market there. That's all I'm going to say about it.
I mean, there's opportunities to branch.
Oh man, I tease because I know so little. I've torn some juicy nuggets of information from these guys, but they are so tight-lipped.
Well,
they won't
and you know what?
Anything.
You know what's really great about that is that what's up, Brickfella? Is that Steve said the same thing. So Steve, Steve is like I consider Steve a Hinkle super fan.
Yes.
He keeps up to date with stuff, and he was like, man, I don't really know what's going on in the comic. Like, I know you don't. I know you don't. Like, with a little bit of information, we're still going into comic talk.
Okay.
It's like you don't know really what's happening, and that's okay. That's
so
what we
rude.
want.
It's just so rude.
It's so rude.
You're the Spider-Man of comics. You won't just show us what we want to see.
When that trailer drops, though.
We're not going to show you the monkey until it's time to show you the monkey, all right?
Fair enough.
But Julian is featured as the Smith in the comic.
Yep, that is true.
Yep. Brian Saviano has a cameo as a snake person.
That changed.
Yeah, I told you it changed. I was going to make him into a snake person, so I did. And he's a bard. So... What?
Nothing. I forgot. You did mention it. I totally forgot.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. We had a lengthy conversation about it.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
So that'll be cool. And Giddens and I think Sandlin, I wrote in as scribes for one issue. Like, just there to help. So
when does the pirate show up?
Deckhand Smitty, it makes an appearance in the very first comic. And Kevin knows what I'm talking. And Kevin knows what I'm talking about.
Yes, of course I do.
Kevin, it's the guy on the.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we don't name them or anything, but that's,
Did you just say that's cool to a script of your story? Like you were surprised about it?
No, like Kevin was. It's just, man.
So Minecraft says, I'd love to support your Patreon, but also, alas, I'm able to do so at the moment. It's no problem. No problem. I definitely still post artwork every single day across social media. And as we've said, normally the stream is not necessarily limited to only patron requests. This is just a special once a year celebratory thing.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, you know, when I was traveling around, I mean, obviously I do talk about the stream a lot, and people ask about it when they're at the booth, and I'm like, man, if I get people that show up, this is kind of technically the worst run for them to show up. It's like, welcome, you can request nothing, but yeah, it is a good time. Like I enjoy doing the. I don't know what he's holding. He's gonna be holding a dagger, I guess.
Why isn't he holding his sword?
Yeah,
because
a sword.
but I don't know.
You don't want to draw a sword. It's
I
too long.
don't.
I get it.
Wow, way to commit. All right.
He's
It's fine.
holding a golf club.
There you go. I can't tell you what Troy is without giving you a spoiler, so that's why I didn't really get into it. I'm sorry.
It's good.
It's
No.
It's not an elf, though. All right, man.
You know what? He's gonna be. Oh, I got it.
What's
he's
he
got
holding,
his hand.
Kevin?
He's got his hands up, right, and it's on the sword.
Aha! That's a good one.
Is he doing like the Lion-O pose?
Right? Is that what he does? Where he like has the two hands up on like the sword, right?
Yeah, like the He-Man. I have the power.
Oh my goodness, I don't really watch any of the He-Man stuff, the old stuff, the new stuff, any of it. But I saw a clip. of Skeletor doing the thing with the sword, and I was like, "Oh snap! Oh my goodness, that was kind of amazing." Actually.
Yeah, things of not a lot of people like that series, and I don't really know why.
It looks beautifully animated.
It is. It's just how do I put this? Kevin Smith was behind it, and Kevin Smith is a hit or a miss, and apparently a lot of people are like, about what he's doing.
They're saying that one's the miss.
Like the fanboys that are like my age and are like, well, in Masters of the Universe, episode number 37, Tila should in fact not do that. So it's like that, and it's, you know, just enjoy the thing. Stop being that guy and just stop and enjoy the thing. I think if a lot of people do that.
But in all seriousness, you're so good at that like voice impression though, Jeff. It's so good.
Oh yeah,
it's uncanny.
It's so good. It's like, well, what you see here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the comic book guy in The Simpsons is named Jeff, so I did my best to mimic his voice over the years. So that way,
I didn't realize his name was Jeff. That's his
name? Yeah, his name was revealed, and then I didn't catch the episode, but my friends did, and then I soon found out.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, Jeff, I didn't know you were in The Simpsons.
Our thing's like, get him to do the Jacko pose. It's gonna be a no on that one. Minecraft says your Instagram is brimming with grace. Thank you, appreciate it.
Kevin's a very talented artist.
Thank you.
So is Ray. I'd love to see the team up for a comic with Ray and Kevin.
One of these days.
We both love to draw backgrounds, so that's good.
You can make it a 3-way and get Don to draw the background.
You know what? He is actually good at drawing the background, so that would be probably a good call, actually.
See, you liked Don's work, right? Like the little bit of snippet that he's actually posted so that I could share it with people.
Yeah, that was good.
Right?
It was good. It was good. He's saying it's not good, doesn't he? He's like, I don't like
it. Don is very... How do I put this? Don has been told he's trash all his life. So like when people give him compliments, he gets really weird about it.
Doesn't know how to take it.
It's a trauma thing. And like I understand that completely. So like I try to shower as much affection as I can on the guy and make him feel like he matters. And he does. So yeah.
Yep.
That's what you do with your friends when they're low. You boost them.
That is true.
That's what you do.
That is what you're supposed to do. Ray, on the other hand, is a special type of friend. He is.
Oh, you're feeling down? That sucks. Well, it's not going to get any better.
It's
Need
true.
a gun? Just solve this problem yourself. Jesus.
Ray.
Oh, that Ray.
Like I said, Ray is the
Dun-dun-dun,
only
dun-dun-dun.
person I know that can like do this, and you're like, gosh darn it, he's awesome. It's like he comes swinging in, and he's like, this is all horrible. You're going to fail.
I have never said you're going to fail.
No, I know, but it's just like the extremeness of the honesty and brutalness is somehow wholesome. I don't know how to explain this.
I never do these things to break people down. I just want to be honest with people, and like, no, you know, people aren't honest with me sometimes. I'm like, I just want you to tell me, does this suck or not? So I try to do that for other people.
That's fair. Also, to be fair, the whole like prequel comic that we're doing came about because of you. Just so you know.
Good.
You were like, hey, you're writing all this information that nobody's ever gonna know, and I was like, I'll show you, and
I'll show you.
That's pretty much what happened. Yeah.
Okay.
Jeff's in his tower, and he's like yelling at Ray. He's like, I'll show you, Ray.
Yeah. But it actually turned out. At first, I was like, yeah, maybe Ray's right about this. And then when I handed the work to Kevin, you're not. Kevin was like, oh, this is actually really good. So we were able to condense, I don't know, 300 pages into 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
30 is not a mini comic. What? That's like that's a full book right there.
Well, it's 15 pages back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's 15. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little better.
Yeah.
The judgment. Let's see. Joey says, well, I have to head off, but I'll try to catch up. Yeah, no problem, Joey. See you later. Enjoy your day.
Hey, Joey.
Enjoy your
Have
weekend.
a good one. Yep.
Arctic's like, oh, hey, same. Were you talking about like this pose is the same as the Jacko pose? It's not cool. You know what he's talking about, Ray? When he's
I have no idea. I don't understand at all.
No, you're good then. You're fine.
I don't want to know.
No, don't look it up. Don't look it up. It's all right.
And it's true, you did draw Mount Fuji, but it's not about being able to do it. You just don't enjoy it. It's not fun.
Oh, not having self-confidence. Oh, gosh. No, not that. This. Oh.
Yeah, it did take you a while to draw those backgrounds in the cathedral.
Oh my goodness, it did. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't lie about that at all. That took like a day. I was like, oh
Lord.
So, can I reveal a little bit about what an extra might be, Kevin?
What an extra?
What an extra for the comic is going to be if you get back us on the Kickstarter when it starts.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So, I had planned to tell the story from Greco's point of view and kind of like a double-sized special issue or whatever. I wanted to do like half the page in text and like the other half in like watercolors and like distorted images of Greco.
Mm-hmm.
And as it progressed, the images would become clearer so that his intent was known more, just as a, it's just a little artistic thing. And I told Kevin this, and he was like, and I went, oh.
To be fair, that's always my initial reaction, though. To
Yeah,
it is.
I go into anything with some hesitancy.
Yeah, that's 100% fair. I've also started to watercolor again, like paint with watercolor. So, like, I'm kind of excited about it. I want to see where it goes. What are you laughing about, Kevin?
This comment, Ray, is a wealth of unsolicited advice.
that's true. She hates it.
I mean,
but that's Jeff. Have I ever seen a thing you've ever watercolored in my life?
no.
I didn't know you did that. You like keeping secrets?
It's usually that my hands don't work, man.
Mm.
But you've done it before, right? So you have I would assume you have some work you've done that you could share.
Yeah, when I was like, I don't know, 12.
Oh, well, that was a while ago.
Maybe not.
Hey, I gave up on artistic aspirations as soon as I hit like 25, and I regret it. So
yeah,
gotcha.
It's never too late, man. It's never too late.
All right, we're doing this bearded dragon now. That's a
Heck
thing that's happening.
You don't like bearded dragons?
No, I don't dislike them.
Mhm.
I actually drew one for a patron once. It was one of the illustrations.
Really
Yeah, it's on the things. It's on the socials and stuff.
nice.
Let's see.
We recently got 2 of them, so that's why you're doing this.
I thought you had one.
Nope, we have 2.
Was it always 2?
It's always been 2.
Okay. All right.
One was in the hospital for a little while though. He got sick.
The lizard hospital?
Well, like the vet, but yeah.
Did you send him to like Joe Exotic Zoo to get better? Because
He's
Oh.
not a
might have
tiger,
been-
so no.
He's not a tiger.
he had reptiles.
Well, as you well know, they are no longer in business. So, no. it's
As
just
you well know.
I'm sure you've seen the entirety of the show.
Mm-hmm.
We actually drive by their location almost every week, so
That's
it's pretty
great.
fun. But yeah,
That is really
they're
good,
unfortunately no longer in business.
I mean, if they were, they would probably actually be making bank now with all
Probably.
the like just PR and I mean shady business practices aside, right? Like people went like at the height of the whole show, they would be like rolling in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure
People
they've
are-
got merch or something somewhere. There was a
Yeah.
time where everyone had a sticker of his face on their car out here.
Is that when he was running for governor, right, or something?
No, like when the show came out.
Oh.
But he did run for governor too. That was good times. Were you here during that time, Jeff, or you moved later, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. You missed some good times.
I don't doubt it.
It was just really a revelation because everyone here knows about this dude. Like everyone's heard about this crazy dude, and then all of a sudden the world knew about it. And it's like, oh, this is great. Welcome to our world.
Welcome everybody.
It's always like this.
pull up a seat.
I finally figured out what you were doing. I thought he was facing the other way.
Nope.
I was so confused. I was like, this is a really bad dragon. But now I see it.
Ray's like, that's the worst drawing you've probably ever done.
Man, I thought his nose was like that big circle that's on the left there. I was like,
Oh,
all right.
this?
Yeah, right there. I thought that was the
No.
nose.
That's the weird like hole they have on the side
Yeah,
of
it's
their
their little
head.
ears.
Is that an ear?
Yeah, it's their little ears. They're fun pets, okay? They don't do anything. They just sit there and look at you funny.
What do
and
you
they bob
feed?
their
What do
little
you
head.
feed them?
Crickets, dubia roaches, a little bit of veggies here and there.
So you have like all these like I'm assuming live crickets making noises at all times in your house.
They're too young to make noise.
Oh, they're like little baby crickets.
Yeah, we're smarter than that. But sometimes they escape and then they get in the walls and then we get to hear them for a while.
I like how immediately following we're smarter than that is they escape and get into the walls. It's
Wow.
like we're smarter
Look.
than that.
It's hard to handle. Okay, they jump. It happens.
Yeah.
We've got a 10-gallon tank of cockroaches right over here that we are trying to breed so we can feed them more.
You're a cockroach breeder?
Wow.
I'm trying to be. I know the
Yeah.
jokes write themselves, but
Somebody, I would be very shocked by that, but I'm not. So there's that.
So there's that.
No, we have crickets and like mealworms that we breed for our geckos.
oh, you have geckos?
Yeah, we've got
I
2
didn't know that.
geckos. Yeah, Emily has them. So.
I've never heard of that either.
Wow, really?
I don't think you've ever mentioned that. I know you had the dogs. You talk about them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because they never shut up and they're always barking.
Geckos
Yeah.
make noise though, don't they?
Well, the leopard geckos are kind of quiet, but for the most part, no, they don't. Not really.
They don't scream.
What's up, Reed? How's it going, Reed? Hope Castle. Nice to see you.
They chirp every once in a while.
Okay.
Steve said, spoiler alert, he's in jail in season 2.
Yes.
Well, thanks for ruining the show.
Nothing much has happened. The tigers are gone.
The tigers are gone.
Well, I mean, they're not here. I'm sure they're still around. Although I guess it's possible they're not.
I forgot about all the other cast of characters in that.
Right.
Right? Like there's like the really creepy guy
Mm-hmm.
that's like had like a bunch of ladies, right? Like I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Like there was that guy, there was of course Carol Baskin,
Mm-hmm.
and she had her like flower crown. And everybody was cool cats and kittens.
Ugh.
And then there was her husband.
Who she killed.
No, the live one.
Oh,
The
Howard.
live one. who just always looked like he was very sad. I'm like, why do you look so sad?
Have you seen his wife?
She's a little crazy. And then there's all the staff members of
they're great.
and they're an interesting cast on their own.
Those are words that people use to describe people. Yes.
All right. Okay.
Who else am I forgetting that was in that show?
I mean, there was like 6 different shady zoo owners in it. So
Kevin, you're not allowed to cuss.
I didn't.
Whoa.
You did.
Did I miss a cuss word?
I didn't say it. What did I say?
You said S-H-I-T.
No, I didn't.
You said who else is in that?
Someone check the tapes. We need someone to check the tapes right now.
Roll it back. I did not say it. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what kind of story you're spinning over here.
Oh, and Ken says that the Tigers are in Colorado. Very interesting.
Oh, that is very interesting.
So they've been saved. Oh, hey, and Hope Castle's here.
Yes. I said hello to Reed already, Ray.
Did you? Oh, I wasn't paying any attention. Oops.
No. That's all right. Tiger King has that effect.
It's okay.
Tail. I'm too busy worrying that I've said something I did not say.
You didn't say it, by the way. But
I was like, no, I didn't say that.
I'm pretty sure you said show.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
But I do want to check the tape because
Jeff is making it up. Jeff's making it up.
Nope, I'm not making it up.
All right, there we go. Are all these the exact same color scheme?
No. They're a wide variety of colors. Now, you can just go the standard brown on this. It's fine, but you can get them like red, white. I've seen blue ones.
Nice.
They're called exotics. They can go for like thousands of dollars.
All right, everybody, it's time to add another flavor into this Sunday that is today. I would like to welcome another one of my patrons, my favorite Zawada.
Hey.
Joseph Zawada is here.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Joseph.
Hey.
Hey.
Are you fighting a fight? What's this?
What?
Your microphone was like scraping against that. It sounded like you were in like a battle or something.
Oh, sorry. I was repositioning and the microphone I guess smacked something while I was moving.
Hey, buddy, nice to see you. Welcome.
Nice to
How
see
you doing?
Joseph Zawada is one of my favorite patrons too.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. You're one of the people I support on Patreon.
Hey.
Nice. How's life today?
It's good. I just did a walkthrough of my house, like the final check before I buy.
Oh,
so that's exciting.
You're an adult.
You're becoming a homeowner?
Yep.
Ray's gonna show up randomly with a pallet of wood for you.
Well, if you could bring a spare window and a spare door, that'd be good. Because
that's the thing. You can't order what you don't. It's not custom.
Oh,
you just get what Ray delivers.
Yep.
And he's gonna deliver what his dad delivers for him.
Wow.
So, you've been included in the distribution channel, but you cannot make any special requests whatsoever.
Understood.
So thanks for popping in. Appreciate it.
I saw your email this morning. I was like, hey, I know what I can do after my morning engagements.
Yeah. It's all about we're celebrating you, man. We're celebrating all the patrons today.
Yeah.
With this lovely bearded dragon.
Did you get a request in?
I think I did.
He did. Yep, his is Rosalina.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I asked for.
Yep. Rosalina.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing.
That thing.
I do like that you've added a bow tie to this dragon, by the way.
It needed it. The reference image had it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's staying.
It's very cute.
That's sticking around.
Personally, we've got a fez hat for ours.
Oh.
And little dragon wings on the leash.
Dragon wings.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty great.
Now you may be saying to yourself, you put a bearded dragon on a leash? Oh yeah.
Because you are Ray, I did not say that to myself. I really didn't think anything of it. I was like, yep. Yep. Give him this yellowish eye. Yellowish eye. Yep.
Perfect.
Man, a little glint. Glint. There you go. This is going to be a very interesting mix when this is done.
I love
it.
Is
that a Deadpool horse?
That is the second Deadpool horse. Yes, it is. Would you like to guess who requested?
I'm thinking Matt.
You know what? You're right.
Figured. He's always out to get you.
He is.
He's always trying to make you draw another horse.
Make me sweat is what he's trying
Yeah.
to do. I was saying earlier that I was like, I wonder when this is going to be done. And Ray's like, it's never going to be done.
It's never gonna end.
Mm-mm. It's starting to
alright.
become a problem.
It's starting to become a problem. All right, next one is Hawkeye Lego Man's Victorian mask, which he sent me a reference image for. So that is good. Otherwise, I was going to make it up. So here we go. Here we go. And I believe he is watching, so I believe he can correct me if I am mistaken. This is a mask that he actually sculpted and I think was wearing for Halloween and or just as cosplay in general.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're gonna work on that one next.
Well, we haven't seen the mask yet, so hold on.
Yeah, this is gonna be totally new for all of you watching. You have no idea.
Is this never before seen?
World premiere. Let's see here.
Like waiting with bated breath here.
As you should.
That's definitely what I'm doing.
100%. 100%.
That's the only way I know to beat Kevin.
I'm at 100 all the time. Every time we zoom out, someone is like, that's a Deadpool horse. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens. All right. I really like this mustache on it. It's really cool. It's a really cool idea on that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys will see.
Yeah.
We'll see. It'll all make sense. So, yeah, you could, yeah, I could see that. This is like we're getting into the Pictionary point of the show.
It's a bird.
It is a bird.
It's a hawk. So how's the new house?
That's pretty cool, though. That you're
I think
like, to be honest, that you're buying a house, though. I think that's super awesome. That's like
Yeah.
on my list of things to do one day in my life.
I don't recommend it.
Oh, well,
Really?
all right, never mind.
You're already sick of it.
Yeah, it's the worst. I got another like emergency phone call this morning. I feel like
Oh.
every day my lender's like, you can't afford this house unless you give
Wait.
us more money. So
Really?
Oh,
yeah,
that's interesting.
yeah.
Hmm.
So essentially, I won't get too far into my personal finances, but the kind of loan I'm getting, you have it's your income divided by your monthly payment, PITI. And I bought as much house as I could afford. And
Sure.
when they're like, okay, we need pay stubs, I'm like, okay, here's what I get paid. Here's my hourly rate. They're like, okay, awesome. You can afford this house. So I bought accordingly. Once it went up to the next level, they're not looking at my paycheck. They're looking at everything I've made this year to date divided by the number of days, and that's how they get my rate. However, I received a raise before I bought the house. So they're like, oh no, your number is not your new rate. It's somewhere in between your old pay and your new pay. So it's like it drops it just enough where they're like, oh, you need to put more money down.
Yep.
So that's the call I got today.
But is the house itself all right? You said you needed a new window and a door.
Yeah, it's there's like some cosmetic stuff that they need to fix. It was nothing too major. They one of the doors I was doing an impromptu walkthrough a few weeks ago, and it looks like when they hung the door, they didn't attach the top hinge, so the weight was all on the middle hinge, and it ripped the wood out of the door frame.
No, that's fine.
And I was
That's
like,
the joy of
okay.
homeownership right there.
Yeah, so I was like, I took a picture of it because I'm like, when I come back for my final walkthrough, I don't want them to have like put like wood glue and like stuck the door. I want a new door frame. So
That seems reasonable. So
Yeah.
we'll make sure we don't honor that.
I'm like, I want that fixed.
I mean,
And,
they'll find a cheap way to do it. The problem is the stuff you can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what if the guy that lived there before was like a cockroach breeder? And
Well, it is new construction. So
I was gonna
okay.
say you could have like they could be living in the walls.
yeah, that's true.
Never
My
mind.
home
I don't know
was-
anybody that would do that.
Right, no one would. My home was owned by a couple of flippers before us, and we got to find out recently that when they remade the bathroom, they forgot to put down a tarp between the concrete and the wood. So that wasn't good.
So I don't own a house. I rent a house, but at a like a townhome kind of house that I was renting at before,
Mhm.
we had some issues with flooding.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had someone come in, or the landlord had somebody come in, and they were trying to find out like what was going on. And they found that like once upon a time, the owners had removed, I think, a bathroom, but like all the like the like the areas of the floor where like the water would pool and there'd be like a drain.
Mm-hmm.
They just left them all and just recarpeted over them.
Oh.
And so the guy that was here, who was sent from the landlord, was like, I'm trying to figure this out. And he's like, I'm going to rip up this carpet. I'm like, well, I mean, whatever. It's not my place.
Yeah.
And he did. He was like, there's still a drain under here. And he's like, and he like kept going. And he's like, and there's a drain over here. He's like, I was like, oh.
It was just under the carpet? It wasn't even under anything else?
In the basement.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It was like drain and now carpet on top of it.
Goodness.
Yeah, it was good times by all. So here is the mask, and Hawkeye does have a photo, as he says. He has a photo posted on his Instagram. So if you want to check out the reference photo, I was looking at.
It looks really cool. You said that he made that?
Pretty sure he made it. I think that's
awesome.
the story. But yeah, I like the mustache is like little wings, which I think is kind of cool. That's neat. And it's like all silver, so we're gonna do some silver kind of metallic coloring here. And there's lights in the eye, like lights around the eyes, like LED lights.
That's interesting.
Yes.
I tried to make a mask a few months ago, but it didn't turn out very well. So I just ended up scrapping it. I was like, well, that was a waste of like $25 of craft supplies.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
Yeah,
Hello, Ashley. Hi. Thanks for watching on Facebook. Reed says, I'll be back in a minute. Hawkeye says, I sculpted it with 2 separate masks, oil Sharpie, metal jewelry, and LEDs to make the eyes glow. And it's on at orderly_fashion_novels on Instagram. And Valerie says, this is a very New York City specific apartment hunting story, but my husband and I backed out of buying an apartment when we found out during the inspection that it wasn't a legal 2-bedroom. It's supposed to be illegal for realtors to misrepresent the number of bedrooms in an apartment, but we were naive first-timers, and the realtors lie all the time. I believe it. 100%. I remember the first time, or I guess the only time, that I was staying with David in his like Brooklyn apartment. Like I just went and hung out in like New York City for a day or two, and he let me crash on his couch. And like you always think, right? You hear these stories about like, all the noise of city life. And I was like, whatever. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm an adult. And I remember all night long, and I'm like, oh my goodness, is there ever not a police siren? I was like, what's happening? And like, it was okay. It was fine. But like the next day I woke up not really having any type of sleep. And I'm like, wow, it really is a thing, right? Like I just thought people were like, overreacting.
Yeah.
And I know that you get used to it after a while because that's just how it works. But like, I was like, wow, like, I guess I'm spoiled by my Connecticut farm life here because I was like not prepared for just the amount of like police sirens and honking that just never ends. It never, like at any time of day, it's like, wow, that's kind of wild.
Them city folk.
I know. It made me feel like such a farmer. I was like, oh man, what? This is so lame. I feel so lame. Oh, you guys are all being so loud outside. But yeah, if I lived there my whole life, I probably wouldn't notice anything different. Nothing different about that.
Oh,
I'm
hey,
glad
look.
it wasn't a big issue, Val. I'd be really worried about that living across from a fire station.
Yeah, I mean, you guys get to hear my little fire alarm all the time.
I was gonna say you live next to one, don't you?
I mean, it's like right down the street, but it sounds like I live inside of it. I'm like sliding down the pole for breakfast. Hey, good morning, everybody.
Oh, you know what I learned today? Speaking of fires, my fire alarm and my carbon dioxide, they speak to me. Like, they don't just beep. They're like, there is a fire. There is a fire.
You should run.
Yeah, carbon dioxide warning. Carbon
That's nice.
dioxide warning. Like, oh, that's cool.
Ashley says, can I tell what I've drawn in the past? Sure. Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Go right ahead. I used to live directly across from the street from a fire station. Yeah. Yep. And yes, Hawkeye wore it for Halloween. Gotcha. Very nice. I appreciate all you guys being here as always. All right.
I gotta say, this was a lot harder to find on Instagram than it was advertised to be.
Oh, you were.
I had to go digging in like stories.
You're like, I am not. This is not. All right. What's our next one? Our next prompt is, this one's from my sister. This is a lemon jello bunt cake with lifesavers.
Ooh, that
All right,
sounds tasty.
It does indeed. All right. So Thanksgiving's coming up, which is obviously a very food focused holiday. So why don't you guys share your favorite food of Thanksgiving and your favorite dessert? And we'll let Jeff start. Jeff, kick us off.
So every year for Thanksgiving, we do things a little differently. There's turkey, of course, but I will make barbecue ribs because I'm not a fan of turkey. So I make my barbecue sauce. Prep the ribs like the day before with salt and pepper, nothing fancy. And I like that, and it's delicious. And people are like, "Why? We should do this every year." And I'm like, "I do this every year."
I do this every year, actually.
Okay, well, great. So that happens, and my favorite dessert is my Aunt Cindy's pumpkin cheesecake.
Pumpkin
Ooh.
cheesecake is the bomb.
Mm-hmm. And she makes it from scratch every year, and I'm really excited because I actually get to go back to Kingman this year for Thanksgiving. So yeah.
When's your trip?
So we're leaving Tuesday night.
Cool. That's probably, your story about the ribs. That's probably one of the more unique Thanksgiving meal traditions I think I've ever heard. So good job. Good job being unique, Jeff.
Hey, I'm unique just like everybody else.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. Damn it.
That's cool. That's cool. All right, Ray.
Well, I don't know if I have a special favorite, but I do have things that I really don't like. And, I'm the special little one in the family. They have to make a plate for with, the food on it that doesn't have any of the nasty little sauces or any of the,
oh, man.
the fruit salad, just the fruit cut into a little cup for me. I've got everything to the side. Everyone else is pulling from the big bowls. So, I get a little special reputation during Thanksgiving.
Holy moly, Ray!
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Raymond.
I just don't like the texture. I'm sorry, it's too squishy.
Yeah, texture's a big thing with food in general for me too. So no worries, Ray.
Yeah, see, you get it. Somebody understands me.
I'm your buddy, man.
Somebody understands. What's your favorite dessert?
Oh gosh, probably the banana bread my mom makes.
Oh,
it's always really good.
I have never heard of a banana bread at Thanksgiving.
Well, she's making it all the time, so even if it's not for Thanksgiving, it's usually there.
You're like, oh, hey, this is a great dessert for Thanksgiving. Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Here you go.
Yeah. What? Huh?
Cool. All right. Sweet. All right, Joseph Zawada.
No, but I do want to microwave something. That's cool.
Okay.
My favorite dessert would probably be, I like sweet potato pie.
Nice.
Specifically.
Very nice.
I like it more than pumpkin pie. And for my favorite dish, my favorite dish that I've had recently is I think it was 2 Thanksgivings ago. I worked really hard to make some really special mashed potatoes. And I found this recipe and I worked really, really hard on it. And it was like handmade mashed potatoes. And they had I did like a crumble topping on them that you could like put on if you wanted, and I thought it was really, really good. And most of my family liked it. I loved it. I thought it was delicious. And then certain members of my family complained that I also didn't make a side of instant mashed potatoes for them because they wanted normal potatoes.
You know what I just had a thought of? I had a thought of you and your family, and like every single one in your family is like you, but like they all, it's like this is what I always think about. Like when I think of like any of my friends and their family, all of their family members look just like you, but in like different wigs. And so it's like all Joseph Zawadas, but they all have different hairstyles and different outfits. And you're all just like
accurate
over each other. You're just like, I can't believe you didn't do that. It's like, I can't believe you did. It's just like going back and forth, and it's
not we're not a contentious bunch. It's just, mind you, this was like extended family that were there, so the extended family was the one who didn't like my
not the inner circle.
I can hear the disdain in your voice when you say extended family, and that's awesome.
Yeah, that's so great.
I don't disdain them.
That's awesome. That is wonderful.
If you happen to be listening, I know you're not. I'm not talking about you. I promise.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, Joseph.
No, they're not watching.
Hawkeye Lego Man, thank you. Says I get a B+ for my math drawing skills.
I saw that.
Nice. At least I passed.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Did you say what your favorite food is? Or just your dessert?
My mashed potatoes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you said that.
Ooh, and green bean casserole at the tie.
I cannot stand green bean casserole. How dare you? I think it's so gross.
I love green bean casserole.
Really?
I particularly like. I mean, I only like it for the onion topping.
Oh, look at this. Ken says, kind of random. I'm cleaning while listening, and I found a sealed bubble mailer from me dated February 3rd, 2021. It is kind of thick. I have no idea what I don't either.
Oh.
That was like 10 years ago at this point, Ken.
A thumb.
It's I sent you my ear. It's the thing all artists have to do at some point. I just want to thank you for your support. Here's my ear. You have to let me know what's in there, because that's forever ago. I definitely love pumpkin pie. I'm a pumpkin pie sucker. I don't mind sweet potato pie, but I don't ever like default to that. Like I just always go back to pumpkin, but I'm hardcore pumpkin pie fan. And I definitely like turkey I want the most like jellified can of cranberry like sauce you can. Like I want it in the shape of the can, and I want you to slice. I want a round slice of that next to that turkey is what I want.
Interesting.
It's so gross. Like people are like, that's so disgusting, man.
We were just having debate about what kind of person actually eats that stuff.
That would be me.
I know.
I eat that stuff.
Lord, they're everywhere.
I don't know why it is, because like I feel like any other rational person would not want to have anything to do with it. But I'm like, I want the can. Give me the can stuff. Because I've had like in the past, family outings where they have like fresh cranberry sauce, and I'm like, what is this? Give me I want fresh. I want the jellified can.
I mean, that's fair.
Is it? Right?
Yeah, I mean,
I like it.
But I'm a big fan of the canned cranberries. I don't want like this homemade crap.
And the best part is when you open it and it goes, it's like,
yeah.
Plate. I'm like, yes, I want you to be in maximum can form.
I mean, you're not wrong. I don't understand why people feel the need to make homemade cranberries when there's a tin jar full of them right there.
Right?
That are
right.
just as good, if not better.
Right. It reminds me of like, I used to be a big hardcore Alton Brown fan on the Food Network. And I still am. I mean, I like watching his stuff, but sometimes he would make things and I'm like, okay, you didn't need to make that. There was an episode where I think it was like the hot dog episode or whatever, and he had like some really cool episode. But then like he was showing how to make like handmade mustard, and I'm like, I will buy the mustard from the store. I'm kidding. I don't need to.
Well,
I don't need to start crushing the mustard seeds. I'm all right.
my family has told me several times that I don't need to make the barbecue sauce for the barbecue ribs, but I always make the barbecue sauce. Like I have to make it. It's cathartic.
You got like a special thing with it? Is it like a, or is it
Yeah,
just, you just enjoy doing it?
I enjoy doing it, and like
Yeah, that's fine.
you know,
That is totally fine. Happy anniversary, John. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. What's up, Brett's Builds? What's in the bag? Yeah, don't leave us hanging.
Oh, I'm dying to know.
I know. Ken's gonna like, sorry, gotta go. I gotta go, everybody. So here's an interesting thing. So next Friday, I am pretty certain I will be doing an episode. I know it's Black Friday, but what else am I going to do?
Yeah.
So there will be a stream. So if all of you guys are out of work or whatever and hanging out bored, you can join me on the show Friday morning.
You can watch it while we're in line.
Yeah, you could do that. I don't ever do the Black Friday shopping, like even though I will be having a sale on my own shop, but I don't do that. But we're gonna go back to the patron submitted themes, and we have a really interesting one for the next one. This is Steve's idea, which is to have an environment, and everybody suggests things to put in the environment. So he suggested a kitchen. So I'm going to, before the stream starts, draw like a kitchen environment, and then people throughout the episode can say, "Oh, put something on the table, put a lobster, put a robot marching across," like just wacky stuff. But it'll be one cohesive image is what he wants to see. So that's
a lot of background work, Kevin. You better give yourself like 2.5 hours before the stream.
Well,
starts.
Thankfully, it's on this kind of show where everything is as quick as possible. So
well, I'm just saying for your background, it's the kitchen.
I know.
So,
I'm aware.
I was just
I'm aware.
okay. Well,
All right, there's our cake. Delicious.
are we gonna eat it too? Hey, so I'm sorry.
Oh, what is it? He posted the picture. Ken
Yep,
posted
I'm looking now.
all the eyes.
Oh, are you ready for this? Drum roll, please. It is a package of several bricks in the middle.
Oh, nice.
Pieces of merchandise, including figures, pins, stickers, small tiles, and a Spider-Man sticker. Because why not?
So what that means is, Ken, you ordered the pins, and you ordered the figs, and you ordered the sticker, the Spider-Man sticker, and I think that's it. No, that's it. Those are the things you bought. And then that was when I was desperately trying to get rid of all of this. So I put with any order, I gave everybody like as much swag as I could. So everybody got like 5 of the little tiles, 5 of the badge bricks.
That's exactly how many there are.
Yeah, I did the same thing for everybody's order. But yeah, you ordered 2 of the figs and 2 of the pins, and you threw a Spider-Man sticker in there for good measure. Appreciate you. Can you please mark that as delivered? Thank you. That probably would have been on Etsy though, so that's null and void. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Please delete the complaint saying you never got
5
the package.
5 star. All right. What's our next prompt? We have this one's fun. We're gonna do the Jedi Bunny from Star Wars Visions.
Nice.
Lop. It was I marked it 50% off when I was trying to get rid of that stuff.
Everything's got to go.
It's got to go. Got to get out of here.
Aw, womp womp. You still had an account on Etsy.
I know. If I still had an account on Etsy, I could also buy other stuff from people and support other artists. But what do I know?
Wait, you can't buy things?
What?
Like you can't buy things either? It's completely shut off to you?
They put me on the account itself was put on buying suspension for 2 months.
Wow.
And so at this point, 2 months has gone by, but I'm like, nope, I'm good.
Fair enough.
I'm good. I don't need to, at this point. But yeah, I not only was the store account shut and a seller's account terminated, my buying privileges were suspended for 2 months.
Wow.
Because I'm an artist and I draw things that people want.
How dare you?
It's like, how dare I? All right. Let's see.
People are magic.
They are. It's magic.
I just got a meeting maker for a 2 a.m. meeting.
Oh.
Nice.
That sounds.
And it's not an accident. They meant it.
Because it's you work for someone who's in a different time zone and they don't care about your time zone.
We are meeting with some European clients.
Yep. That's about how that works.
So,
I can't tell you. I mean, I'm talking years of experience of like it used to drive me absolutely crazy. It drove me absolutely crazy how much time and effort and energy I would put into trying to be cognizant of my team members' like calendars. Like I'd be like, oh, what holidays are you celebrating? And I'm not just like Denmark, but like what holidays are you celebrating in the UK? What holidays are you celebrating in Beijing? When I have these teams, and I would be very super cognizant of it. I'd be like, I don't want to schedule stuff on your holiday. I don't want to schedule stuff when you're out of the office. I can't tell you how many times nobody gave even the slightest bit of care about what was going on in the US calendar. It was like, oh, look, awesome. Thanksgiving meeting. Can't wait. Like, I mean, they would go blatantly on top of stuff. Like I remember one time where I was like, hey, so I'm not going to be in that meeting that you just sent out. And they're like, well, we're not. I'm like, well, you see, we have a holiday called Labor Day. And it's actually a holiday celebrating how much I work so much. And I'm not supposed to work then.
Yeah.
And it's always, it never failed that it was always followed up with like, are you sure there's no way you can make it work? And it's like, always, every time. And I'm like, you know what? I guess I'll make it work, huh?
I'll make it work.
Just need you to be a team player here.
I remember when our boss was like saying that we needed to push back on stuff like that and be like, you know, see if it's a priority and things need to be prioritized. And I'd always be like, I've been told to ask if this is a priority. You'd be amazed at how many things turn into priorities.
Wow.
Yep.
When everything's a priority, nothing's a priority.
Well, it could be worse. They could have, got rid of their marketing. Oh, wait.
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's all right. It's all good.
Fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's
Nobody's
fine.
still
We're all
sore
fine
about
here.
that.
We're all fine here.
Yeah.
You know what's really weird though? Here's a kind of a personal thing, but a revelation I made the other day. Obviously I'm in a very different place in my life now, right? Like I've got a lot of stuff going on. I'm really happy. I'm doing some cool stuff, but I still with more frequent than I would like have like troubling nightmares about working for Lego. And like it really bothers me. And it's like stupid stuff, but it's like they are nightmares about stuff like going down and just like all, and I'm like, man, there's some trauma in there. Which really upsets me. People are like,
Do you need to talk to someone?
no,
Yeah.
I'm talking to you all now on the internet.
Okay.
Well,
Buddy.
in all seriousness, Kevin, you might think it's funny and you might think it's whatever because it's related to your old workplace. But if you really do need to talk to somebody about it, I would advise that you do, because what turns out to be nothing and what turns out to start as nightmares can cause a real problem, because those regrets can easily they can turn into like a drinking problem or like a violence problem, because you're not
that's true.
dealing with that stress.
It's fair. That's fair. I appreciate it.
Okay.
I will absolutely keep that in mind. You have my word.
You're blowing me off. It's fine.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
You can't force anyone to do anything.
I'm
It's
not
not.
forcing anybody to do anything. I'm just saying.
That's also true.
That is
That's
what
also
people
true.
say when they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll definitely check it out."
I'll definitely. I'm a strong maybe.
I mean, that's more honest than most people, so I'll take it.
No, but it's just like it's one of those things where I just, because I had one, I think I was in Jersey and I had one night and I'm just like, oh man, I'm actually like, I sat there and I was like, I'm kind of getting sick of having these kind of dreams. Because it's not like they ruin my day, right? It's like, whatever, I move on, I do other stuff. But it's just like, man, I wish I wouldn't like have these kind of dreams all the time. That's kind of annoying. I don't really have any kind of history with like reoccurring nightmares or dreams or anything like that. So.
It sounds like you do now, though.
It sounds like I do now, though. Yeah, it's
time
like,
for everything.
it's really annoying, and that's what also makes me so, not to say triggered, but edgy when people are like, they keep trying to shove it back into my life,
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't understand.
So all those things that I just talked about are starting to develop with what you've been saying just now. So in all honesty, Kevin, as your friend and as a once formed trained counselor,
Oh, that's
I would
right.
seriously advise you to go talk to somebody about this. That's not a group of friends.
Fine.
Like,
Trigger warning.
I mean, look, you can all joke about it as much as you want, but like, trigger warnings are real. Like, I can't walk into a building first.
No, I totally
Yeah.
get it. I totally that's my mechanism has been humor my whole life. So it's like
Yeah, yeah.
it doesn't mean it's any less important.
No,
it's just that's how I deal with it.
It's not healthy to deal with it that way, though. Is what I'm saying.
Wow. You are definitely more skilled or knowledgeable than I am in counseling, so I'll give you that.
I try not to like get into that mood because people are like, "God, Jeffy's zany, he curses, and he talks about things that irritate him." But like, yeah, pretty
No,
smart
it's
guy, so,
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'm not blowing you off. I promise you.
definitely blowing me off.
He blew you off.
Yeah.
Valerie says, I still have high school related nightmares. It's been almost 20 years. And yes, I have the occasional stress stream about the old not Lego official art studio where see, it's like it's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Andrew's here. Therapy is good, Kevin. All right. Okay. Hold on.
How did this turn into an intervention anyway?
Kevin brought up mental health stuff, and then I was like, well,
We're all worried about you, buddy.
Death powers activate.
they don't activate often, and usually it's involving some sort of dick or fart joke, but
This is true. What is the back of
I feel like you just brought it down a bit. I'm sorry.
No.
It got a little heavy, but that's okay.
I'm drawing a rabbit.
We get real on the Hinkle stream sometimes.
Sometimes we do, yeah. It's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. We're all fine here.
By this time, we've lost all the newbies. It's all just the local or the loyal.
Yeah, it's like I'm okay.
I'm good.
I'm good. That guy's got some cool art, but I'm all right.
Well, found the fire exit.
We found all the fire exits.
We really did.
We triggered the whole building. Actually, you should evacuate.
Oof.
So Jeff, you seem like a guy who would know the answer to this. Are they gonna make more of these? Because these little cartoons were cool, but they sure seemed like they were the first episode. You know what I mean?
You mean Visions? What are you talking about?
Yeah, like
it was
the
great.
Cartoon. I'm changing the subject here. You might not have noticed.
Oh, but I think they already confirmed. Didn't they confirm that they're going to do another?
I have no idea. That's why I'm asking.
That's why you're changing the subject.
As far as I know, they're going to be doing more of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious note though, if you have the original comic of Star Wars Visions, it blew up like price wise, and I sold them. So.
I didn't know there was a comic.
Yeah, I was gonna say what comic.
So there was a comic way back when called Star Wars Visionaries, where it was a what if scenario if Darth Maul came back with giant robot spider legs.
Oh really?
Huh.
Well, that came to fruition.
And then instead of that being just this is a crazy idea that I threw a dart at, they did that, I guess, in Star Wars, the Clone Wars and Rebels.
Yeah, they did. He did have like spider limbs. I didn't really like that version of Darth Maul. He was definitely crazy. He was nuts at that point.
Yeah, he'd seen better days. Just when you have, half your torso removed.
Yeah. Kenobi.
Yeah,
that's his con moment.
I guess he's gonna be in the Obi-Wan show.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be. It's a reunion tour.
Yep, Hayden Christensen's gonna be there.
It's gonna be great. Yep. It's gonna be good. Is what it's gonna be. It's gonna be good. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I'm actually kind of bummed. I saw this recently that they canned Rogue Squadron.
Oh, did they?
They did. It's canned.
They put a kibosh on it. Like
it's on hold indefinitely.
Why?
I don't know. It was that one and one other one. There was two different projects that there was a thing, and they said that one and I don't remember the other one was were shelved.
Was it the one with the lady that said the whole bunch of anti-Semitic stuff? Because if so, good. Because she doesn't.
I don't know. I don't know what the other thing was.
But Rogue Squadron's a bummer because Rogue Squadron. I want Star Wars Top Gun. Damn it.
Well,
I mean, it looked like it was going to be really interesting. and
Yeah.
you know, I
They
like the
got
little.
They kept
See,
the turf in it. even?
That's the problem with. See, this is the problem when you try to share too much too early, because then things happen, things change. You know, because that was like that flurry of Star Wars like announcements for like the next whatever 5 years or whatever they did.
Mhm.
Like, oh look, here's all these things we're doing. It's like, well, are you gonna really do these? Come on, I mean that's a long time. You know, a lot can happen in that time.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, then Rise of Skywalker sucked, and everybody was like, "Can we just redo those?" And I think the consensus is that yeah, we're just gonna redo those.
Yeah, I've been hearing that little rumors coming up about like, yeah, something along those lines.
Like this storyline will be the actual storyline as opposed to what it
Also,
was.
I also like the fact that they're like somebody said it, like they broke it down for me for a way for me that I was like, oh, that makes sense. Where it was like, you know what, we're just gonna throw this out here, and none of it's gonna make sense, and none of it's gonna work. But don't worry, there'll be 1,000 spin-off future projects that'll go back and fix it. Also, will make sense. I was like, oh, that is exactly what you did. You know, like all the stuff they're doing with like the comics and with Mandalorian, like trying to fill all these plot holes that they did in like the sequel trilogy.
That sounds about right. Sounds
Yeah.
the right way to do it.
I just think it's funny that Grogu went off to be with Luke Skywalker. Meanwhile, we're like, doesn't his academy get destroyed and everybody dies?
Yeah,
It's fine.
Oh yeah.
it yes, he's gonna escape
Sayonara, baby Yoda.
like everything, like everyone, right? When something bad happens, they escape. Look how many Jedi were escaped the purge.
Maybe I'm dumb, but when I was watching all of the Mandalorian, when
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker showed up, I'm like, oh, did he like get resurrected or something? Was he a roller coaster? I thought it was after the events of every other movie.
Oh,
I did not realize until like I looked it up. Oh no, it's in between
Yeah,
the original trilogy and the newest trilogy. I did not know that.
no, yeah, it's so. If you also look at it, the end scene of Rogue One inspires fear with Vader, right? Like,
Mhm.
Darth Vader is scary. At the end scene of The Mandalorian 2 with Luke inspires hope
hmm
because
Hey.
Luke's there to save the day. So it's kind of that was a brilliant writing and visual piece that they did.
rebellions are built on hope.
Oh, shut up.
Speaking of Star Wars things, I'm very excited because the new the my favorite part of the Star Wars universe. Y'all can roast me in the comments all you want.
Just getting ready. He like closes up the hatches. He's like, all right, here we go.
I know. Is the new Queen Amidala book is coming out next spring.
Oh
It
yeah,
is.
yep.
I'm very excited.
That's her story, isn't it? Like leading up to and after and all that fun stuff.
Yep. So the first book, I finished the first book, and it's the events of the day of her coronation up
Mhm.
through the events of the invasion of Naboo.
Mhm.
And then it's during the invasion, it's the people who are living on Naboo during the Trade Federation invasion, which was interesting.
Mhm.
The second one, which I started and then I left the book somewhere in a box during the move, is her first day as a senator. Or no, it's her last day as queen to her beginnings of being a senator. And I don't know what the third book is going to be.
I think the third book is the events after the Clone Wars, that gap between Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith, when because if you recall, she did a couple of diplomatic things, but I mean,
Yes.
she was mostly ignored, right? Like,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So I think that book will be covering what she did, because I believe, and I could be horribly wrong, and I hope I'm not, she was doing a lot of espionage at the time. Like, she was not so much the senator, she was like, oh, this is our ambassador from like Canada. That
Mhm.
dude's a spy. Like, that's pretty much what she was doing.
Yeah.
From the
So,
the sovereign planet of Canada.
well, I mean,
Hey, there's the fire station. I was wondering where you were at.
Black Six. I'm glad you came too. I'm not the only one.
Bubba Laveau wants a Roger Rabbit prequel. Yep.
okay.
I mean, anything with Roger Rabbit would be great. But
Really?
that's never. Yeah, it's one of the best, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What, you don't like Roger Rabbit?
No, I'm not a fan.
What?
Oh no. Well, I knew there had to be something.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Your tastes are all over the place, man. I can't nail you down at all.
I agree. Jeff's a hard man to like to wrap it up into like what he likes and what he doesn't like. They are kind of all over the place a little bit.
So I used to enjoy Roger Rabbit quite a bit, but I just don't anymore. It's just one of those things where I was like, okay, you know.
How do you go from liking it and then not liking it? Like, what changes?
I don't know, actually. It's kind of weird because I was asking myself this question about a great many of things. Like, what makes me go, I'm done?
Yeah.
And I just think that, like, the rabbit was super annoying. The car was stupid.
The car was
just the way the movie is written is very obvious. It's not so much a whodunit as a, oh, you revealed who this guy is like halfway through the movie, and yeah, he's killing tunes, and well, okay,
he's a tune. He's a tune,
right? And he's over exaggerated and everything else, right? So it's like, oh, you know, like movies that try to add that mystery to things is just like, okay, like the M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie is not that much of a twist for me. Like
your M. Night Shyamalan twist ending.
Yeah, it's just, you know, that's it. Like,
all right.
if the writing is bad, I'm not going to be into it. But then again, though, my opinion on what writing is good and is bad is vastly different than most human beings. So
Ray is loving it. All of this.
Yeah. I don't like the bad things, but I do like the good ones.
Well, no, like Hudson Hawk is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Okay.
And that's a horrible film.
Oh.
Have you ever seen?
No.
Can't say I'm familiar.
Okay, well, it's a musical heist movie with Bruce Willis.
Oh,
interesting.
Danny D'Angelo.
Gonna have to add that one to the list.
Oh yeah, it's real bad, but it's funny. It's funny as hell.
Funny bad?
No, funny good. But it's just it was ahead of its time, and people are like, "What even is this?" You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Speaking of Roger Rabbit adjacent movies, I saw the movie Cool World was recommended to me.
No,
I didn't enjoy it.
Who recommended it to me?
Mine. They're like, huh?
It wasn't me.
It was not Jeff. It was not Jeff.
Right, but does this person like not like you? Is that what I'm saying?
That's so mean. No, I think they like me all right. It was one of my like work buddies, and we were talking about.
They're trying to weed you out.
We're talking about Ghibli movies.
Sure.
And she was like, "Oh," she's like,
I got one for you.
Oh yeah, she's like, "Oh," if you like more like cartoon movies that can be appreciated by an adult audience, she's like, you should try Cool World. And so I watched it, and I was like, I'm not. I thought Hollywood was cool. Like I like her character design is super pretty. I liked her, but I think that's it.
To this date, the animated movie I regret deeply the most watching. I really wish I could go back in time and unwatch it. Was Sausage Party. I cannot believe I watched that. I cannot believe I watched it. I regret it so much. I'm like, I can't tell you. Ray's just dying. I can't.
I don't know why. I didn't expect that one.
So nasty.
Who talked you into that one? That's
okay. All right. So here's the thing. Nobody did, but like a bunch of my friends at work kept talking about it. I felt so I felt so uninvolved. I was like, they were constantly referencing it. They were constantly talking about it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. So I watched it.
Did you know what it was?
I mean, I knew it was a cartoon.
Okay,
and then,
but going in, like you kind of knew the broad strokes.
No,
you know, not to
not really. I mean, not really.
Oh
and then I came into work. It was actually this was the only good thing that came out of this. I went into work and I was like, I walked over to these two friends who were always talking about it, and I was like, I watched Sausage Party, and they both go, Kevin, no. No. That was their reply. They're like, no, why? And I was like, because you guys are always talking about it. And I don't understand. And I wanted to get the reference. They're like, Kevin, there's a reason we never once ever told you to watch that. And I was like, well, I did think that was odd. You were never recommending it. But I was like, I just wanted to know what's happening. Man, I felt like physically ill several times. I was like, okay, all right, I'm all
like that. They're like, no, Kevin.
It was a intense sadness.
Yeah. I never saw that movie. I think I saw like an extended like trailer as like a YouTube ad, and it's the scene where they're like someone's like peeling potatoes and like eating baby carrots, and like the baby carrots are like screaming. And I've always had an extreme aversion to like personified inanimate objects in pain. I've always hated that.
Well,
so I was like,
the movie for you, my friend.
This is not for me. I saw this.
Did you watch it? Did you actually
watch
it?
No, I would never.
Don't stay away from that one.
I would never. And whenever I think about that, how I don't the inanimate personification of inanimate objects, I think there's this artist who he used to work for BuzzFeed, and he's like now does his own thing, and he did a comic, and it was like it's nasty, but not in like a way that you wouldn't want on your channel, Kevin. It's like a family of pimples, and this teenage boy like pops one, and it's the dad, and then like the baby pimples are crying.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, this is so upsetting to me. I was like affected more than I should have been. I was like, this is really sad. Like, yeah, they're annoying, but that was a family of pimples. Like,
that was a family.
Like, leave them be.
Oh man, yeah, I hear you, man. All right, I'm gonna start then. This one is, I would say, this one's probably the most interesting prompt out of the whole list. This is a mechanical octopus with a pumpkin pie head eating itself from Bobo Laveau. So I'm gonna do that next. I'm just gonna shift some stuff around, and just so you guys know, I have after this one, I have 1, 2, 3, I have 4 more, and I do plan to finish them all in the stream. So we're probably gonna run a little over, not a lot, but a little bit.
That's okay.
Yes, I'm sure most of you aren't too bothered by that, especially since I've been gone for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
My initial recommendation that I was going to put down, I opted against it because Kevin and I's relationship is already on very shaky grounds as it is. So,
what did you say? What did you just say?
I said Kevin and my relationship is already on very shaky grounds as it is.
Nice. You didn't want to jeopardize it?
Yeah, I didn't want to jeopardize what we had. So I was going to recommend Fortitudo from Bayonetta, which is a 3-headed dragon that's covered in like jewels and crowns and halos. And it's like...
You would.
And I love it, but I was like, no, I'm like, Kevin would hate that.
I would minimize the heck out of that. Like, all right, here we go. Here's going. We're doing this.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna go with Rosalina because he's done lots of Mario simplistic shapes, and I like the character. So.
Rosalina has actually come up. What's up, Alyssa? I love the Dapper Beard Dragon. Has come up a lot. Like people request her a lot when they see my other like Nintendo stuff, and they're like, "Are you gonna draw Rosalina?" I'm like, eventually I will, but hasn't occurred yet.
The newer, cooler princess.
Yes.
She's very cool. I've had lots of makes it sound like it's a constant. I've had maybe 2 conversations in my life debating
no, go on.
ranking the female protagonists in the Mario universe.
Who's the best? Universe. Who's number 1?
So far it gets pretty heated. It's depending on who I'm talking to, Alyssa being one of them. It's either Wendy the Koopaling or
Wendy O. Koopa.
Yeah, that one. So everyone agrees, and then Alyssa comes in and she's playing hardball, and she's like, "No, it's Wendy."
Wendy O. Koopa.
So she kind of throws off the tier list, but
I'm never gonna forget her because she has the middle initial O. That's like it's like Salacious B. Crumb. Right, like you better not forget his middle initial, because somebody made the point of developing that middle initial for that character, so it must be known.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
The S is clearly Birdo, right? Am I crazy here?
Birdo's up there too.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, the bottom two are always Peach and Daisy. I personally like Daisy more than Peach.
You'd prefer Daisy to be on top.
Oh, Jeff,
What?
not
Jeff, no.
No.
on a tier list. On a tier list, I like Daisy's character, maybe because we don't see enough of her. So like, I want to know more about her.
I was gonna say, can you summarize Daisy's character for me real quick?
There is none. Which
Okay.
It's Super Mario Land. That's it.
I
Basically.
think all it is her. I found her like the weird, you know, in like video games without much voice acting, they're weird ambient noises that they make. I
Wait,
always
say
found,
say that again. What did you just say?
do you know in video games that don't have proper voice acting, how
Okay.
they have like the characters make like weird ambient noises?
Yeah.
I always found Daisy's like a little bit inhuman and kind of alarming. So I think I found that kind of funny because they're very exaggerated and they don't sound normal. I always found that funny.
So you think this broad is this lady video game
Jeff.
Just digging a hole here today.
is a like a lizard person in a princess suit? Is that like a skin suit? Is the inhuman voices?
Well, they're inhuman in that they're just like squealy. I wouldn't say lizard person.
Oh, so maybe possessed?
Okay, I am down with that.
All right.
Would be a fun twist. She was a boo the whole time.
Look,
Oh, I love that. That would be
that
cool.
If I could do a really stellar boo laugh, I would have done it right then and there.
Yeah.
I was just about to try and I couldn't do it.
I know. See, I was like, nope, Kevin, nope.
I was not being inappropriate, by the way. I'm just saying. You guys are just jerks and took it the wrong way.
You ever see those people who like say, "Oh, I wasn't doing the thing that I was definitely doing,"
Oh
and
my.
like the non-apologies on it. Anyway, so moving on.
Yeah,
That's
just
a
like
weird
yeah,
subject to bring up. What
Yeah.
are you trying to say there, Ray?
yeah.
I'm saying this drawing is amazing, and it's not done yet, but I love it so far.
I don't even have any idea what I'm doing. So this is a mechanical octopus with a pumpkin pie head that is eating itself. Right, so that's the prompt. So it's got like, here's the mouth, and I guess this is like the brain. Pumpkin pie is the brain, I get it, because that's how I'm trying to make this work. I had to put a slice out of it because if it's eating itself, something has to have been taken. We've got these like claws that are holding the pie up on the top.
Mhm.
I mean,
Okay.
eventually he's gonna have no more pie and he's gonna just be dead. That's what's gonna happen.
Very Hannibal Lecter.
And now I need to do some tentacles. Move this up. Yep.
You can't go wrong with tentacles.
Oh,
the lip smack.
What?
Alyssa, I agree. I think that's a really strong reason why to prefer Daisy. Good reasoning.
What's the?
There's no rescue narrative between Daisy and Luigi as the basis for romance. She chooses him based on his merits instead of gratitude.
I just like that she's, not this. Well, I guess that's not even she's in one game, right? As not like a supporting character for all these Mario Party, karting, all of that. Like she's in Super Mario Land. That's what she's in. She's in the one game where Mario goes to the other place that has the great music, and that's it.
Yeah.
So she does have a.
Something.
What's that?
It's like Samasara, something like that.
Yeah, it starts with an S, and so I guess you could say, yes, she was a princess that was in need of rescuing one time, but like that's the only time.
Mhm.
Like she's not like the damsel in distress kind of
Mhm.
persona, which I kind of like about her. She's like, and every time that she's depicted in these other supporting roles, she's like super like, there's more emphasis on her having like, she doesn't need to have a giant dress, right? She can be sporty or she can move around and like, she's not just sitting there sipping tea. You know what I'm saying?
Now, question. Why is it, because you could make the argument at a very base level. I already think I know the answer, but I just want to bring it up for conversation. Both Princess Zelda and Princess Peach are damsel in distress characters.
Yeah.
Why is Princess Zelda objectively cooler?
Because she's she's a bad mamma jamma.
But
Well,
she's
I
always
think
being kidnapped.
okay. I think it's because at the end of the day,
Mhm.
she is always 100% needed to finish the fight.
Yeah.
Right? Peach is there. You can find her, you can rescue her, and you go home. But you literally cannot defeat Ganondorf / whatever without her using the light arrows, without
Mhm.
her using her power to seal him away. Like, she is absolutely necessary.
Mhm.
Because she's not just waiting for you to rescue her. Like, there's a part of that, but like, you need her for this.
So is she kind of like a glorified mini boss drop? Because in the Zelda game, whatever item you get from the mini boss is how you meet the main boss.
Yeah.
So is she just like another one of those?
I think that she's a traveling companion that you don't find until the end of the game, because if you have to like quote unquote rescue someone or whatever,
Mhm.
that's what this case is. It's like, well, I got to complete the party,
Mhm.
Yep.
And also, to be fair, if she were good at sealing Ganon away, they would have been one and done with the game series. Just throwing that out there.
You have a good one, Arctic Arts.
See you later, buddy.
Yeah, thanks
Hey,
for
man.
stopping by.
Appreciate it as always.
Make sure y'all check out his game on Steam. It's our
Yep, like the time.
Yep.
Our night.
Our night. Fun
Yep.
little game.
He's worked really hard on it. Like to support my other artistic creative friends.
Mm.
Mhm.
I've been sharing this with Jeff recently. I've started a recent, I'd say more traditional artistic endeavor. I've been doing miniature painting lately.
He has, and he's really good at it. I would like to say
Thanks.
that. I don't get to say that in text a lot because whatever.
Mhm.
But I've been really impressed with what you're doing, Joseph. And
Thanks,
I'm
I'm
really
trying.
glad that you're growing in this way. So.
Yeah, it's been fun. I've been trying to be. I mean, I have no problem with people playing video games. I'm a lover of video games, but I am trying to spend a little bit more time and making a concerted effort to do things away from screens. So one of those has been miniature painting and going on walks and backpacking. So I've been trying to get into that a little bit more.
That's awesome.
You're not gonna bring up Dungeons and Dragons?
That too. I've been going to a weekly Dungeons and Dragons game, which Jeff always hears about because I'm at the beginner table, and because I'm at a beginner table, I play with some interesting folks.
Yeah, you do, and I think that we're pretty close to getting. How do I put this? I think we're pretty close to having Don convinced that you need to join us. So
Is he is Don the gatekeeper in this enterprise?
Don is the dungeon master for our game on Sundays.
Yeah.
That we've been playing for like almost 2 years now. So
Nice.
I am starting to get a lot more excited about it because I've noticed that after the store closed, because they have all the tables that are reserved for D&D, and then the store closes. All of the more serious players, they all hang out outside of the store and chat, and I always left. So I was like, I'm going to make a concerted effort to chat with like the people who really know this game and they play it and they love it. And they've been offering me some really cool insight and telling me about like severely overlooked like aspects of the game and how differently my experience will be at more advanced tables. Yeah. So for example, they're like, do you guys ever do long rests in the middle of a dungeon? And I was like, yeah. He's like, does that make much sense? He's like, if you're invading a castle and you're there to steal a treasure and you get halfway through and then you take an 8-hour nap, is that really likely to happen? And I'm like, I suppose it's not. He's like, those are the kind of things that you learn about as you.
That's the big questions.
Yeah.
We have a 16-year-old in our group because he's just joined the group or whatever, and he's always like, well, can we take like a short rest? And it's like, we're in the middle of a battlefield, man. Like what? When are we supposed to go for nap time? And it's come down to Rinaldi, the infamous party leader, because I guess nobody else wanted to do it. But look, it's not good for me either. Okay, everybody. And Rinaldi's just been like, use your spells wisely. And he's like, well, what do you mean? Don't blow your load is what it comes down to. So that's what his problem was. He was always like, his most powerful spells were what he led with, and it's like, stop doing that,
Mhm.
So, anyway, go ahead, Joseph. It's your story.
No, that was pretty much it. It's just I'm finding a lot more enjoyment as I've gotten to see how more advanced players operate and play the game.
Ray, this is probably the most Ray drawing I've ever done.
It's beautiful.
This is like 100% Funny Figs brand.
Yeah.
If this was like my application to join your enterprise, I would be hired with this drawing.
It's cool.
I can't explain it. It's just like this is a Ray drawing.
Well, it's because it's something you're doing completely freehand, and your best art is always the stuff that you just do out of your head.
Well,
Sorry,
flattery
it's
will get
true.
you everywhere.
No, Ray's right.
This is so
Throwing that out
ludicrous,
there.
but yeah, it's. Thank you, Jeff. It's like a fun ludicrous, but yeah, this is. You know what it is? It's because when you do your like, I'm gonna go back to the streams again because once upon a time Ray used to stream. Is that
Okay.
all your stuff was like, super crazy, in the mind, no reference,
Mhm.
ludicrous. When you didn't know it, you like made it up and you went for the most ludicrous thought about it.
Mhm.
So be like, I don't know what his outfit looks like. So he's wearing, obviously a Speedo. It's like, yeah, obviously that's
Obviously.
the default answer. And so like that's it. That's the
What was
thing.
that? I think that was Darth Vader, wasn't it, in the Speedo?
Magneto.
Or Magneto, that's what it was. It was someone with a helmet.
It's like, oh, yeah,
Fantastic.
that's what I think about when I think about him.
I don't know about you, but my most fun drawing is when I'm not having to look at stuff. Maybe you feel differently about that.
I go back and forth. I
Yeah.
enjoy fan art and I enjoy trying to like mimic stuff in my style, but I also enjoy my own original stuff. Like I don't think I would like to be 100% dedicated to one or the other.
Really?
I think I'd like to be able to bounce back and forth. I'm sorry. That wasn't the answer you
Okay.
wanted.
Just a little disappointed. That's fine.
I know.
No,
Yeah.
I knew that.
You'll get over it.
But still, the quality speaks for itself. I mean, look at this thing. Look at this beauty
It is-
right here. If you
it
made
is-
that a sticker.
Nobody would purchase this.
I would buy that sticker.
Somebody
You
would
would-
buy it. There's a market for weird, man. I'm telling you.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
There is.
I mean,
that.
there is. I do. Okay, that's fair. There is. Let's get our pumpkin pie colors.
I would never have thought to put the pumpkin pie like embedded in the head with these little grabbers. That's
But like,
hilarious.
it's got to be the head. See, it's mechanical object with pumpkin pie head. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's perfect.
Oh, but it would be really fun actually if we got a bunch of artists together
Mhm.
and we had some of these prompts where it's like, there's no way we can do the same thing. There's no way,
Yeah.
right? And then we all draw the same prompt, but we're not allowed to look at what the other person's drawing.
Oh yeah.
That would be fun. You should do
That
that.
would be fun. You
I've
should
been
make
wanting
that
to do
happen.
something like that for a while. We need to get that going, man.
Nice.
Just a cavalcade, 6 or 7 of them. Just throw them in a room.
We also need to just do another like I was looking at the old stuff from our crossover episode we did earlier in the year with like the Marvel stuff. We need to do another one of those.
Yeah.
Also, that of course was a time when you and Matt were also streaming
Yeah, you gotta find someone
regularly.
more reliable. What's Arctic doing?
he streams. He could be. Yeah, he could probably be down. He streams
Yeah.
regularly. Got some other art friends too that I've made in the Twitch verse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Got some people.
Working on it.
Cool.
Working on it.
Well, my plan is to see how you do, and then write
Copy
your,
it and then
yeah,
copy
write
it.
your writing. Exactly, copy it.
Yeah.
And figure out what I need to do for Twitch, just based on where you fall down.
See, like what I said earlier, any other person, I'd be like, huh, that's kind of rude. Ray, I'm like, what a lovable scamp.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like something about the Rayness of it all. It's just like, oh, he's fine. He's all right. He's not hurting nobody. But he's stealing from you. He's fine.
If you do it with a smile, they let you.
He's-
No, you get stopped by the police.
sometimes.
Oh no, it depends. I guess it depends on where you are. That's neither here nor there. Anyway,
Well,
More pressingly, there is a photo of Ken on the internet in a Speedo and a helmet with nothing else.
nice.
okay.
Well, don't give us any more. Don't give us any hints here. Where is it?
Link in chat. Link in bio. Link in bio. All right, there's definitely our craziest of the day. You were able to beat Deadpool horse. Good job. Good job, Boba Laveau. And I think he said that was the kids. I think his kids suggested that, I think, if I recall correctly.
Said something about it being collaborative. They all work together.
Oh, okay, cool. Reed is back. All right, what's our next one? Our next one is Rosalina.
Nice.
Look at that.
Hey.
Look at that. Put that on the screen.
Rosalina is a good time.
I like Mario Galaxy is one of my favorite in the series.
Even like the sound of a breath.
What?
It's just good.
What did I do?
Nothing. It's just good comedic timing. That's all it is. Rosalina.
I remember when Mario Galaxy released, I was in the 7th grade. And I remember some kid brought it to class, and it was during first period, and it was algebra. And her name was, what was her name? I don't remember her name. But, and she got in so much trouble because my teacher didn't understand that having a video game disc doesn't mean that you can actually play the game. You needed a console to put it in.
That's awesome.
And
That's amazing.
And
This person was in charge of teaching the youth.
yes.
Hello, fellow youths.
I had to look up when Super Mario Galaxy came out just to see what kind of level of crazy and old we're dealing with. 2007.
Oh,
Amazing. Amazing.
Wow. I don't like. Okay.
Well,
I was like, that just came out.
that's new.
But my teacher was like going off on this girl, and she's like, "You can't even play it." She's like, "I just wanted to show everyone."
Was
Wow.
it confiscated?
It was.
I had when I was in middle school, pretty sure it was middle school. Or was it high school?
The computer was invented. I'm just kidding.
I think it was freshman year of high school. I took my Game Boy to school because I was super into. I just got an idea. I was super into Pokemon, right? And so I was playing hardcore, and I got caught playing it in math class.
Oh no!
Like literally, the teacher was like in the middle of the lesson and like walked over and like stopped talking and was like, "Give it to me." And I was like, "Give what to you?" I was like, "What
Tried
do
to
you-
play it.
What do you mean? And I was so devastated because I didn't think I was going to get it back. I was like, oh my God. I was so upset. And then afterwards, of course, it was like, don't ever bring this back again. I will take it away. I'll tell your parent, all that stuff. And he gave it back. And I never took it back again because I was so afraid that it would actually get taken away. I was like, I'm never taking this back to school. I never took it back to school again, ever.
Mm.
You know, in high school, I brought something to school I shouldn't have, but I brought it to school every day because, you know, I was a smoker. And my pack of cigarettes fell out of my backpack. And a teacher was like, my English teacher, Mrs. Hollingsworth, was like, oh
Jeffrey.
my God.
Did she call you Jeffrey?
No, she said, who dropped these? Whose are these? Press up. And people are like, oh, no, it's a bad thing. And I just kind of like looked over and was like, yeah, can I have them back?
Just exactly as he is right now, but back then. And he's just like, yo, those are mine.
I mean, I haven't really changed. Like, I'm a lot more respectful than I am today. But
Oh,
like back then, I was just be like, I'm not gonna do this, you know. Or like when somebody, you know, if like that teacher had taken my Game Boy, tried to take my Game Boy away, I would have been like, no, I spent money on this. You know,
Jeff's just like,
not
I'm
trusting
against
you
the
to- yeah.
against the world.
I was a fat punk rock kid that was against the world. Yes, sir.
I think the only time I ever recall bringing something I wasn't supposed to bring in school, I've told this story before. I don't know if it was on one of your live streams, Kevin. I don't recall, but my family had eaten steak the night before, so then I brought leftovers and I brought a steak knife to school. And I was in like the 9th grade, and I left, and I didn't have I had a cell phone, but like I always lost my cell phone. So my parents probably weren't able to get in touch with me. And my teacher gets a phone call that I need to go down to the main office. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I go down there, and they're like, your parents are on the way. They said that they need to tell you something. And I was terrified.
Well, that's kind of a yep. That's
Yeah. And they explicitly said, and you need to bring your backpack with you. And I was like, okay. So and then they're like, and I was terrified. And then I think my dad walked in, and he's like, hey, I need to talk to you. We need to go outside. I was like, am I going home? He's like, no, I just need to tell you something really quick. And then he like walked me over to his car, and he was like, you brought a steak knife to school, and I need to get it before you pull it out in the middle of lunch. And I was like,
have a conversation.
oh, you're right. He's like, yeah. He's like, I went to work, and I guess he had called my mom, and he'd be like, oh, did Joe remember to bring lunch? And my mom's like, yeah, he brought steak. And he's like, oh, did you make sure he cut it up before he left? And my mom was like, no, we brought a steak knife. And my dad's like, you can't bring a steak knife to school. So he had to rush and come and get me. He's like, just go say that there was a family emergency. And I was like, okay, got it.
I love it.
this subterfuge.
And the best part of this is the counter of Ray's story earlier of his child taking the butter knife to school. And you're like, it's a butter knife. No one got hurt.
To be fair, that one was my bad, and my wife was the one who was like, you can't do that.
I mean, you
Why?
can. You morally, gotcha.
Like, I don't understand. What's the problem?
Once in elementary school, I used to go backpacking a lot with my dad, and my pack would be the one that carried all the light things, because I was younger, so my dad wanted me to feel like I was participating. So I forgot to unpack it, or we just didn't, and I brought it to school the next day, and I came home, and my dad was like, give me your backpack. And all of like our camping knives and utensils were all still in my backpack, like the whole day at school. So there was like our pocket knives and like all sorts of like little things for flint and steel to like start a fire.
Nice.
It was all in my little backpack.
You're here for school.
Yeah.
I'm ready for when the world ends, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little concerned that this keeps happening to you.
That was only twice.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So what's going on with the hand here?
I'm gonna change it.
Okay.
I wasn't planning to keep it in that position. I was just drawing it the way I wanted it to be drawn.
She looks like she's making a little duck.
She's doing the hand. Yeah, I was
Little
like,
duck
meh, 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 meh. The best part about you, Ray, is you like to you are like live in like critique in real time. So it's like,
I mean, for the
are you
record,
thinking
I
of-
like it. I think you should leave it. I don't think you should change it. I just wanted to make sure that was the intention.
Yeah, well, it's just I don't even know if I even like it anymore, actually, but it's just funny because like I'll be doing stuff and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna draw this and then I'm gonna rotate, or I'm gonna scale it up like 10%. Like I'm thinking this in my mind, right? Like I'm gonna scale it up, and you're like, that's a little small, buddy. I'm like, yes, I'm aware, Ray. I know. It's like, all right, I'm gonna make this bigger. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna color that green. It's like, that's a weird color choice. Damn it, Ray. Only Ray.
Okay.
Only
Yeah,
you.
it's-
Only
know.
you. Reed's like, I used a computer in middle school. I'm 54. Yes. Actually, no, I don't want no hand. But I'm gonna put a little Luma next. Put a little Luma next to it. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. All right, where are you, Luma? It's not because Ray said anything. Don't worry.
No, definitely not. I'm just
Ray-
trying to help you here. I really am.
No, it's fine.
Just a big helper.
Yep.
This is going to be a sticker someday.
It might be.
Could be.
And I mean, we really are approaching the end of the year now. So remember, folks, I've mentioned this a couple times. I'm going to stop streaming across all the platforms. I'm only going to be streaming on Twitch in 2022. And also, we're going to change time. It's not going to be in the morning anymore. It's going to be in the evening. And I'm also not going to do the black and white part. We're just going to do color the whole time. Is that the what else is changing?
You mentioned something about a Black Friday sale.
I am going to have a Black Friday sale. It's going to be 20% off.
Hmm.
Anything you want in my store. I've got a code. If you are a patron, you are going to get that code a couple days early. So I'm going to post that up. And there's still plenty of stock for most things, but if you were looking at any of the original art, everything is one of one. So when it goes, it goes. So keep that in mind. There's still a lot of the Inktober drawings left still. I only sold like 11-ish or 12-ish of them. So there's still quite a few. And I've got some other pieces that I've drawn at some of the shows. So like Michael Myers and Super Mario. They've been kind of hanging around.
Have you liked that you've been able to start going back to shows?
Yeah. Yes, I enjoy the shows. I like doing them. I really wasn't planning to lean heavy into them. Like I wanted to have like a handful for the year and then the rest kind of be comfortably with online sales. But yeah, the Etsy termination has truly been detrimental. And so the online sales on my site don't exist because there's just no searchability or traffic to my site. So
I remember when that happened. I was at a certain kind of convention, and it was a hot topic of conversation.
Oh, was it?
It was like people were talking about it, and they're like,
you know, I think it did happen around that. I mean, I was also at a show. I was like tabling at Terrificon, and it was like in the middle of the show, and I'm like, talk about like throwing me off. Like I was done for the rest of the show. But I was like, man, this is not really good customer service skills right now. But yeah, I guess that was the same time ish around then. Yep. I mean, it's nothing new, right? Just another day.
Hey, at least people are talking about you.
At least they were talking about me. Exactly.
No bad publicity.
That's what I always say.
No such thing
talking
as
about me.
Is that what you say, Jeff?
Yep.
I feel like Jeff doesn't say that somehow.
Hey, what time are you streaming?
What do you mean?
When you go to the evenings?
The plan is 5 to 8.
Okay.
So I'll keep the 3 hours and I'll do 5 o'clock to 8 Eastern.
Oh, so you're gonna cut into tons of fun.
Is that no, I'm not. You go at 9 o'clock at night.
I go at 8 o'clock Central.
Which is 9 o'clock my time.
I'm not good at math and I don't appreciate the conversations going.
I knew the time of your show better than you did.
You know, you're not wrong.
No, it's actually a pretty good time. It doesn't really interrupt really anything. Not that I could see, not like the stuff that's like in my inner like orbit and stuff. Like I couldn't see that it really pushed up against anything. So yeah, that's the plan. The plan is 5 to 8 for next year.
I'm excited.
Eastern
Eastern time. Yep, should be good. And yeah, it's gonna be all color all the time. So we're not gonna do. I feel like I don't need the warm up time anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think 3 years. Have I done enough? I think I've warmed up enough for 3 years. I think I'm good.
All right.
You're proving it right now.
I'm proving it. Right. Yeah, because I was
doing all color.
Right. This is true. I also still want to do the book. I've talked about this. I want to do like the doodle book, right? Because now I've got literally hundreds and hundreds of these things over 3 years. So I think I finally have enough content to make like a little kind of art book thing.
That'd be great.
So we'll see. We will see what the universe has in store. That is not light enough. We need it lighter. What do you think of this, Joseph Sawada, since you're here in real time?
I like it. I love it.
I mean, if you didn't, you would lie to me. So I appreciate it. Like, it looks good. You'd be like, I give it a B+.
No, I do like it.
Winners, you know.
They can't all be winners. No, very true. So what's everybody got on the plans for this weekend?
My
I think I'm just going to be doing some house packing, packing up my belongings that I don't need for the next 9 days. I think that's what I'll be up to.
That is kind of important for you.
The in-laws are doing their Thanksgiving this weekend. So Saturday, Emily is going over to her mother's house to do cooking and stuff. And I think I'm just gonna enjoy just enjoy a quiet little Saturday to myself. Maybe I'll go out and do some hunting. I don't know.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
What's the cockroach breeder up to?
Well, we do have to get some heat lights for those things. They won't make babies until they have those. But
They're too cold.
They are. They really are. Poor guys. But no, I've got a comic I've got to finish that was due a week ago. So that's important. I need to do it.
Well, you know, is this a job? Is this a gig? It's not you, right? It's not your
kind
idea.
of a gig. So it's unfortunately it's a piece for an anthology that I took part in last year.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the writer of the story passed. So it's
Oh,
kind of,
that's horrible.
Yeah, it's not good. It is a friend of mine, and so we're kind of doing it sort of as a commemorative thing now. So when the anthology releases, all the proceeds will go to his family and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I still got to actually finish drawing the thing, and
Did you start drawing it?
Oh yeah, it's almost done.
Okay. Right.
It's not long. It's 6 pages. 5 of them are finished. I just gotta sit down and do it. You know, it's been a rough week. I won't lie to you. A rough couple weeks, honestly.
I got you.
Life's gotten a little real last couple weeks.
Oh no, not real life.
Yeah.
Boo.
All right, there we go. There's our Rosalina with a little Luma. Let's see. Ken says I had to rewind as I realized I missed some important information. No stream. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to. And are you willing to say why? It's not like a super juicy thing. It's just that like I've literally been grinding away at YouTube for 3 years and I still have not earned a penny off of YouTube. And it's getting to the point where I'm reprioritizing next year and trying to really put my money or my time and energy into things that are able to earn revenue for my family. This is my job. You know, it's I'd like to say I just do all this for fun, but I don't. I do this to pay my bills. And so Twitch has given me a couple payouts at this point because people can sub now, they can donate now, they can do bits now. And so I've gotten a couple payouts from Twitch. So I've made more money streaming to Twitch for a fraction of the time that I've done on YouTube. And I just need to like really focus on that. And of course, there's also some kind of fun little bells and whistles, you know, on Twitch. They have some fun little alerts and redeems and things that I'd like to do because they're fun. But yeah, it was kind of just really down to that. I'm like, you know, I still haven't even hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I still haven't hit the 4,000 hours watch time a month. So like, it's just like time to just reprioritize. So I'm just doing that. And I don't think I'm going to renew my StreamYard thing. So I'm just going to move with like Stream Labs or whatever it is, which is like you can't really do multi-streaming with that. So there's a couple little like super interesting juicy reasons why, but that's kind of the methodology to that. Later, see you later, Reed. Yep. Yeah, I do need to make more. I need to make better and newer Twitch emotes. Agreed. Oh, goodness gracious. This is the next one. All right. Okay. All right. Here's our next one, everybody.
I'm excited.
No.
We were on such a good roll for so long. We had such a... Oh, no. All right, let me shrink some of these warm-up ones that had nothing to do with any of this.
That's hilarious.
Is it, though? I mean, it is for you, probably.
What is wrong with these people?
What is wrong? Yeah.
Yeah, you can shrink Spider-Man. It's okay.
Yeah. Spidey sense. This Batman's kind of fun.
Like Spider-Man. Come on.
I like how like stretched he is. It's kind of fun.
I think one of my Animal Crossing villagers is finally asking to move after so long. Please do it. Please move.
I like watching videos of people like hitting residents with like nets and stuff. And they're like, get out.
Man, he only wants to give me a nickname. He wants to call me Cupcake.
Well,
What?
that's a sign of affection.
No, leave. I don't want you.
I don't understand this game.
Oh, right. Well,
Well,
Okay.
so
We're
on a funny note,
We're
So-
still here. Yeah, go ahead, Jeff.
so apparently there is an island on Animal Crossing that involves black leather and those butterfly nets where people whip each other.
oh,
Oh,
all right. One thing that I've learned about the Animal Crossing community is if you open up your island to be online, if people don't like what's on your island, they'll report you and you'll get in trouble.
nice.
Like, it's like, so I'm just like, then just don't go to their island. But it's like, no, I don't want to just go to your island. I don't want anyone to ever be able to go to your island. Like some girl did
It's real.
yeah, some girl did she was doing like a bunch of different shops. So she did like a weed dispensary and she had like little pot leaf designs, and someone's like, that's drug paraphernalia, which is against the terms of service to be on their online thing. So they reported her and she like lost the island. I'm like, just don't go on. Like, why do you care what this girl's doing? Like,
Yeah, why do you? This is why we can't have nice things. Right?
Yeah.
This is it.
people need to mind their own business.
So with Deadpool, I did the horse body and the I just did a whole horse. I just did a horse. So I'm gonna reverse this one. This is gonna be like the head is a horse, and then so you can't make fun. You can make fun of my horse drawing skills. You can't make fun of my Tony Stark drawing skills.
No, I said as in like I vibe.
I thought that was a super condescending. I was like, "What are you getting at?"
No. I was like, that makes sense.
All right, everybody, it is time to welcome another patron. We got Ken in the house now. What's up, Ken? False alarm. Ken's not here. Can you hear us, Ken? Well, you'll hear us. You'll talk. You'll talk when you're ready.
Yeah, I'll talk when he's a little shy.
He's a little shy right now. That's all right. It's okay.
I bought some brie this morning because I saw a recipe.
Yeah.
You get some brie, you get some chopped garlic, some honey and olive oil. I'm very excited. I'm going to try that out.
So, Joseph, I'm sorry, I didn't say this earlier. This is one of those moments when you're live streaming where I thought of a thing to say and then I never said it because stuff was happening.
It's your show. Go for it.
But I am very happy to hear that you are doing like other artistic endeavors because I think you are really, really awesome with like the stuff you do with Lego. But like obviously that's not for me anymore.
Yeah.
So, like the fact that you're doing other creative stuff is exciting to me because I could see you do other creative things.
Yeah.
Because
I know you've muted my Lego account, and that's okay.
I have
That's
indeed.
That's all right. You're allowed to do that.
I had to do it.
Yeah.
But,
You can't favoritize me.
No,
I know.
But like, let me know, like when you have like paintings and stuff, like totally send them to me because I'd love to see them, and I'll jump the mute and go like and stuff. Like that's fine. But like
you did help me on that last build.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I did that.
Oh,
I did that.
oh.
It pained me, but no.
Oh,
It was
like,
no. It was definitely more artistic, and yeah, it's really like I said, I'm not, I like to see that kind of stuff, so I'm excited to hear that you're doing some other things because I'll be like, oh cool, I can see what you're up to.
Yeah, just for context, folks, I was doing a build that involved human likeness, and I was like, I have no clue like how to do this, so I wanted to check with a qualified artist to kind of be like, hey, am I doing this right? Are the proportions okay? And Kevin had a couple notes, and then
Ray was not around, so I came in.
And then once Kevin said it, I was like, holy cow, how did I not notice that her nose is on her cheek?
Well,
I was like, I had no clue.
yeah, it's it happens sometimes. Ken, can you hear us now?
Yeah. Can you?
Hey,
hear me?
what's up? How's it going?
No, I was here the whole time. I just
Oh, you're playing hard to get
first. Yeah. I was playing hard to get. Well, took my whole laptop and whole setup to the show recently, and I didn't have the camera plugged in. My headset microphone stopped working, so I didn't have a mic.
Oh, gotcha.
But I was here. But the reason I joined was because I didn't want to paste a random link in the main chat, so I figured,
okay.
maybe I'd just share it with you guys, and you might not want to click on it.
It's about time.
Well, I'm drawing, so
There we go. So I had to make I had to change the photo from friends only to public, and so this is the photo we talked about earlier.
Oh, this is you're here.
This
like
is the photo, yeah.
All right,
So
I appreciate that.
yeah, so just a word
As
of warning.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what?
So
That-
I
The
used to, yeah.
the mixture
ahead.
of responses where we've got all at the exact same time, Ray laughing and saying, "Yep," as advertised, Jeff going, "Well," and like screaming out. It's like so many different reactions at the same time.
Well, so it's so I used to race rallycross. I had a car I couldn't sell. It had a salvage title. Nobody wanted to buy it, and I had a friend that was in this race group called Rallycross, which is amateur dirt car racing, kind of like on a go-kart track, but in the dirt with a full-size car. And so I did that for a number of years with my car. And I had a friend in the group that it was somehow like, it wasn't directly towards me, but it was like somehow like generally like, I would bet someone to race in only a Speedo. And I'm like, okay. And he was notorious. He bought and sold bicycles online, like on Craigslist and stuff. And he was notorious for always coming across $2 bills. So I'm like, okay, I want a $2 bill for every race that I do. And yeah, there's 6 races in the day, and I only got 3 $2 bills out of it. So he owes me some money. But yeah, so that was circa to 2016. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I really loved how everyone's reactions at the same time, and they were all so different, and it was just like, oh, it was great. That was just wonderful.
To be fair, I forgot what was even happening or what was it about, and now I remember that conversation happening.
Yeah, I
You're
was like,
right.
Oh, let me just take a look at this thing. Oh.
Also, Bubble Levo, my search history, there's nothing spicy. There's nothing. There's like volcano research and like true crime documentaries and like essays that I've like read and watched. That's it.
I watched a whole bunch more, Jeff, of the those BuzzFeed ones with those 2 guys. Those guys are hilarious. They're
love the
so funny.
unsolved BuzzFeed ones, like
So funny. Yeah, you got, if you have any like even just a passing interest in like paranormal ghost hunting and stuff, there's a BuzzFeed Unsolved YouTube channel, and there's these 2 guys that host it, and one is like 100% skeptic, and the other guy is like totally into it, and they have an awesome dynamic. They have a really, really awesome dynamic, and it's so entertaining because they'll be like, they'll do a spirit box session. Like, did you hear that? What did you think? And the guy, he's like, yeah. I thought that was some awesome radio sounds. It's like in like super like, okay. They were like in a haunted, the one I watched, they were like a haunted orphanage, and the guy that's a skeptic let the other guy down there for 30 minutes by himself doing his thing, and then he like leaned over to a vent and was like, Ryan. And then like the other guy was losing his mind. He was like, oh. It's like, nope. It's really funny. But they do like talk about all the stories and stuff. Like, it's not just like nonsense, but it's a great entertaining dynamic that they have.
It really is. It's wonderfully written, and it how do I put this? They like, so Ryan and Shane, they have a good mix of like the skeptic who's like, this is all BS, and the other one's like, not necessarily, and
I actually really like it when the guy that believes it pushes back on the skeptic, and he has a good argument for it.
Yeah.
And he's just like caught. He's like, well, you got me there. It's like, okay, fair enough. It's
clever. It's cleverly done. And like, Ryan doesn't know how to say paranormal science, and he hasn't for like 8 seasons. And it's just like, that's the other science you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, paranormal science is a thing.
Yep.
Just call it that rather than what you're doing because you're looking like a lunatic.
So for Cyborg, I gave him the 7 of 9 eye piece.
You
I don't
did?
know what I don't know what to do. Like, there you go, Cyborg. I really like this drawing though. I kind of don't want to miss
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty good.
Can we get a goatee on there?
Oh, can we?
I mean, how are we supposed to know it's Tony Stark if doesn't have a goatee? But Ray is absolutely right.
Ray's usually right about a lot of things.
Whoa! I just looked back. Wow. Wow.
Bobo says, "Well, that turned out terrifying."
Yep.
That is really something.
Actually, I don't like the hair all the way up here. I think.
I was trying to figure out what all the laughing was about. I'm like, did I miss something?
Oh, you missed something.
Oh,
When I was watching you draw it, but
Now does it all come together?
I don't like that his
Say-
mouth is open.
Yeah, because he's happy.
Yeah, don't say nay. Say yeehaw.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Nothing.
The Iron Infinity Hoof.
Nice. So yeah, that's crazy that you've been sitting on that order for like a year, Ken.
oh, I know. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, it doesn't bother me.
Like, it was actually right next to your other artwork pile that I have.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I made a comment about the sticker that arrived kind of
Yeah.
handled.
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't worry about it. I have a ton of stickers, and I do. And I have a giant envelope, that I just, I store them in.
Yep.
And I, until I find a place to stick them. And it was right next to that. It just wasn't opened.
I was genuinely also confused because I'm like, wow, February. What did I send you in
Well,
February?
and it was a
Wow.
thick package. I'm like, normally it's just stickers or artwork, so it'd be something
Yep.
flat. And I was kind of
Yep.
like, why is this so, so thick?
That is really
So-
funny.
Not a word, Jeff.
I know.
glad-
Sorry.
I'm glad it finally arrived. It finally.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it arrived, but you have now.
It's finally been a confirmed arrival. Yes.
Yes. All right. He's got some. Oh.
Sorry.
It's okay over there.
I am making sure that I don't say anything, and it's
Uh-huh.
kind of painful, but it's okay. It's fine.
I was like, what on earth
It
was
a
that sound?
big bubble mailer.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Don't you do it, Jeff. Jeff, I want you to imagine the shelf. I mean, not the shoulder angels, right? I want little Jeff shoulder angels.
I think all he has is two little Jeff.
I was about to
shoulder
say,
doubles.
I think they're both the bad ones.
I think I just have like two little guys on my shoulders. Like one is smoking a cigarette, the other one's just like staring at me blankly, like I don't care enough about this. Neither should you. And that's the moral obligation there of like, oh well, if you don't care, you shouldn't say anything. But on the other hand, it's funny.
But I could make a joke.
Look, man, I don't need to tell you about the trials of stand-up in Oklahoma City.
Hey,
Okay?
I was told on good authority that you're too funny and that you should
Oh.
stop. You should stop doing.
Yeah. Oh, that's
What a
not
fu-
kick.
I mean, what a ridiculous thing to tell someone who's applying to be a comedian is like, we're sorry, we can't hire you because you're too funny.
Yeah, I really. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Anyway,
I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
it wasn't a good day.
No,
I'll
I
say
don't.
that.
I don't imagine it was. All right, we're giving the little cyborg implant here, 7 of 9 style. That is how you know it is a cyborg. And now we need to do our Iron Man armor colors.
Whatever happened to the gal that played 709?
Barry Ryan.
Yeah.
I mean, she still acts. She was in Picard.
Oh,
She actually liked my drawing that I posted of her like a couple months ago.
Hey.
that's neat.
Or
Which
her
I mean,
account did.
I know, I'm like, or it could just be a person who has access to her account. But that was cool.
Famous.
Yeah, right. That's like major leagues.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a short-term memory. What's the new time now next year?
It's going to be 5 to 8 in the evening Eastern time.
So that's, hang on, Ken's doing math. 7 to 10? 7 to 10 Mountain. So okay, that'll work.
Well,
you
should be
like-
behind, right? I should be ahead of you. If I'm
5 to
Eastern.
8. Oh, you're right.
So you would
So it's
be
earlier in the day. So
Yeah.
3 to 6. Okay.
Yeah, because I mean that's the feedback I
see?
get from a lot of people is that they don't like it early because everybody's got work and school and all kinds of things to do. So it's
Well,
like,
yeah.
well,
So
all right.
so you're going. So I can join you. Like if I'm working nights, I can join you for like the first little bit.
Yeah.
And then I have to listen to you on the drive.
Yeah.
Basically.
How's the job been?
Oh, the job's great. Yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
awesome.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, I want to do one more. I
Like-
want to give it like a glow here. and
I was
then
telling someone that, pretty much every job I've had in history, I've started looking for a new job around 6 months, like just kind of start looking out there, making sure,
Yeah.
making sure I'm not missing something, whatever.
Sure.
I've been here two years now and I have not done that.
Nice. That's good.
I've not updated my resume. I've not, like we had to file for some kind of free training through the state. And in order to do that, I had to like basically fill out a job resume with them. It was really weird, but I realized I have like, of course, I'm over organized, right? And so I have this little sheet with all these notes on it of all the jobs I've had. And I had to, I had no information in there after 2 years. For the new job, I still had my old job was still listed as my current job.
Oh, gotcha.
So, yeah. So it's
All
like,
right.
I haven't, yeah. Anyway.
This one, that's super good to hear though. I mean,
Yeah. No, it's great.
the next one is another one that I also forgot about this prompt, but it's a fun one. This is Jeff should like this one. This is from Mevitz Bricks, and he wants the Deadpool or Stay Puft Marshmallow Man as Deadpool. So we have two Deadpools on this canvas.
Larry's gonna be so happy.
Yeah, he should be. He is all about that.
So you unfollowed a bunch of Lego accounts. Did you happen to see his Stay Puft Marshmallow Man build?
No.
Oh, it's so cute. It is so cute. He did a in honor of the new movie, he did a little tiny marshmallow guy as a s'more.
Oh, cool.
So
That's
he's like
cool.
being squished in between two graham crackers. It's really cute.
Let's see. He's got the no, I guess I don't want him to have like the sailor thing. No, I don't want him to have the sailor thing.
And Kevin, so does that mean you don't follow my Instagram account either?
Well, probably not, to be fair.
Do you see? No, okay, no, fair. Do you see posts when I tag you?
Yeah, I can see. I can see anything if I get tagged in it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's like I did like a big purge a while ago, and I went through, and it was kind of hard to really gauge it. But I was like, if the content is vastly Lego, then it's out of my timeline.
Yeah, and I remember you saying you're going to do it.
Yeah, one of those things, But yeah, I can still see if anybody tags or tags me on anything, a comment, a picture, I can see on any of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then I also switched my personal social media stuff to private back in like August.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually right around the Brick Fair time because I was getting like everybody was hitting me up on everything. I think it was just because everybody was together and like Joseph was saying, I guess like there was a little bit of topics going around. And so people were like hitting me up, like people that I don't normally talk to, right? And I'm like, why are a million minifigure icons in my DMs? Like I'm done. I'm done. And so like I switched all my personal stuff to private, and my intentions were to keep it that way through the show, right? I was like, well, once they get back home, they'll all forget about me again. It'll be good. But then I was like, you know what? I don't really have a reason to switch my personal stuff back to public. I've got a business account, it's like, I'll just keep it that way. So I just kept it that way. But I've had a couple people over the last couple months are like, are you okay? Like all your stuff's still in private. I'm like, I'm not going to respond to that. Unless I know the person, but it's like,
So you're talking like your personal Instagram?
Yeah. Like my personal, not the business one.
Right.
And I don't really even post that much on those anymore, but they're there. They still exist.
I just call you on the phone. So
That's nice. I appreciate it.
It's kind
But
of funny. Like,
apparently not at 9:53 at night though. So
No, I mean, you know me, man. That is when it's like I'm done. I'm done around that time.
that's true.
I'm an old
It was my
man.
fault.
I'm an old man.
I was worried because I was like, did I commit to tomorrow morning? Did I remember this? Did we talk about? That's what I was concerned.
Yeah, sure. No, I
Yeah,
appreciate that. I appreciate it. Well, and I'm glad you did, because then like I said, I was like, oh, you know what? Sure. Let me talk. I thought about it. I was like, let me toss this out to a few people. That's fine.
Mhm.
Let's I need people to talk to, and while we're doing this. So
so it's funny. Like, I have your number. I think I'm pretty sure I do, but I'm always like, wait,
it should still be the Colorado number.
should I text you or should I Facebook message? So that's why, like, I'm like, this is not really
Oh.
like an urgent thing. He can see it in
Yeah.
the morning, so
Yeah,
I'll just Facebook message. And yeah, it's like,
that works out. That works for me.
yeah.
I mean, Steve lives like, super close to me, and we see each other all the time, and we have each other's phone numbers, and he always does Facebook Messenger. So it's like,
Yeah.
whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Whatever works for you. All right, there's our Stay Puffed. Now I need to get Deadpool so I can figure out.
I'm really disappointed that you're not going to give him a sailor hat. By the way,
Well, I don't know if that, like with the Deadpool outfit.
now you're
right?
just trying a giant fat guy in a Deadpool outfit. Just saying.
It could be the sailor hat in Deadpool colors.
He's Italian, or what is he? She's French. What does he say?
That's the Statue of Liberty.
I know. I was trying to think
Tip
about
of
what.
Marshmallow Man is a sailor.
Oh yeah, he is. Well,
in
let's see.
town.
There's still time. There's still time.
All right.
I'll see what I can do with this mashup here.
And you get that guy laid, and everything's going to be fine.
You want to play some Super Mario Brothers? You're very good with the children.
All right, y'all. I have some family business I have to attend to, so
Oh,
I will
all right.
chat with y'all later.
Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks for,
thank you for the invitation.
thanks for being my patron over the last, however long it's been. It's appreciated. And I'll see you later.
Yep. See y'all later. Bye.
Later,
Later.
Sif.
Right.
Love you, buddy.
All right, we got to get this little action in there. This is, I think, the second to last, I think. Yes, this is the second to last. So this one, and then we got one more, and then we're going to be done.
Nice.
Which is pretty good. This is kind of what I thought it was going to be. Like I tried last year, doing the 5-hour one. Jeff was there.
I sure was.
Best of intentions.
That was a long show.
I was willing to do it. It's just like I just started to. I was like, all right,
Is that the one where you did that Mario for Brian?
yeah, and then I erased it and redid it because it was so bad. Like that one doesn't exist. If you wanted to go find it, you wouldn't be able to find it unless you went to like the live stream. Like I deleted it off the canvas and redid it. So it was bad. It was stupid. It's dumb.
I'm not arguing with you.
Hey, you're not wrong. Oh.
That's when I knew I was done. I was like, oh no, what am I even drawing now?
Man, I can always tell when I've drawn tired because I come back the next day and I'm like, this is not a face.
Yeah, you're like, what? What? Okay, I am gonna put the sailor hat on, I think.
Yeah, you gotta. He needs it.
What do you think of this, Jeff? Is this are you a Deadpool fan?
No.
Jeff?
Not at all.
Oh, then
What?
awesome. Then you love this. This is taking your beloved franchise and mixing it with something you have no affinity for.
It almost looks like a Ninja Turtle.
Is it? Oh, I guess it kind of. Yeah, you know
yeah,
what?
before you color it, yeah, I can see that.
I can see that too. I can
So
see
I
that.
asked you a question, but
Okay.
you never replied on Facebook, and
Oh.
and I apologize in advance if it's not something I should ask in public.
Oh.
But
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
well, it's
But you're
in
gonna.
regards to so it's in regards to Patreon
Oh.
payments and how that works for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully-
I still don't know quite exactly what I want to do with that, just because.
No, not that part. The so you mentioned on Patreon that
Yeah.
you had some people that were not that might not have updated their credit card or whatever.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yep.
and I
yep.
noticed on Patreon that there's an option that where I get a discount if I pay a year
Yeah.
in advance.
Right.
And I'm wondering, do you see that money like all at once, or do you get that
Yeah.
paid out to you from Patreon on a monthly
Okay.
basis?
Yeah, I totally missed that question. I'm sorry, I didn't see
Yeah.
that at all.
No, it's right.
Yeah, if you do the annual, it does come to me in one payment up
Okay.
front, which is kind of nice. So yeah, if you
So
did that
then,
option,
so then it's
it
up
would.
to you to budget it for the year.
Yeah, correct. And I'm so good at it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, I try. I do.
It'll
my
be
best.
fine.
I'm sure you're as good as I am at it.
It'll be fine. It'll all be fine. We'll all be fine. But yeah, that's definitely an option,
Well, okay.
and it saves you money, you know, because Patreon discounts it a little bit for you.
So with that, what do you prefer?
Well, I mean, it definitely warms my heart when people do it, knowing yes, you like it enough that you're willing to go a whole year in. But if that's like something you absolutely know you're gonna do, then sticking with the monthly is fine, because obviously, in the end, it's more income for me. But I don't really mind.
And do you find it easier for the monthly because you don't have to try to budget it for the year?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit easier. Yeah, that's fair. Why I? But yeah, I mean, if it's like, you know, between doing it for the whole year or not doing it all, I mean, it's like, yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's fine. That's fine. But if it comes down to like, you know, I'm gonna do it for sure, I just don't know which one. I would probably prefer the monthly, but I really don't mind. It's like
Okay.
whatever way is fine with me.
So you win the lottery, you're not taking the lump sum? What am I hearing here?
Raymond.
For me, yeah, that would be correct. If I won the lottery, I would probably take the payout because
Always take the
you
payout.
get more. I mean, I'm not the lump sum, but the monthly payout because you get more money.
Oh,
Right.
what?
Yeah,
On the monthly
Yeah,
payout,
but you could
get
die
like
in a
twice
month
as
from
much.
now, man.
Ray's like
Yeah.
already planning the assassin to like come in and like take you out. This guy didn't take the lump sum. Cinnamon.
Yeah, I'm with Ray on that. I would take the monthly.
Now, obviously, I would talk
Or
to a financial
again,
planner and say, okay, what, you know, and if they say, oh, well, I can make you that money back by investing it, then okay, sure.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
I think it definitely depends on
It's
life
really
circumstance
responsible
and where you're at the time, you know.
Yeah.
I would
Cool.
just buy a DeLorean and then immediately start renovating my house to look like the Hook and Ladder number 8.
They have well, you probably already know this, Jeff. They have like their own Instagram account, like their own official Instagram account.
Yep.
And they liked my post very recently from 2018, or it's like when I went to go visit New York and I took Nick, you know, Nick with me.
Yeah.
They I was like, oh, well, you're nice and timely. And then they also
what about your drawings?
yeah, they like that too. They like that. They
Who are
like
we
both of
talking
them
about?
at the same time. The official Hook and Ladder company, like fire department of New York, that they're building is based on, like from Ghostbusters.
Right. Okay, cool.
They have an official Instagram account, and they had liked 2 of my things that were like posted a long time ago.
My cousin Richie, when he was a fire chief in New York, he took me on a tour of that fire station, like top to bottom.
That's cool. That's pretty cool. All right, everybody, it's the last one. I know you're all ready to get out of here. I have no idea I don't even know what this is, so I have to look this up. Colin Robinson of What We Do in the Shadows. This is from one of my newest patrons, from Brian Bison. And I need to look this up. I have no idea what this is. This could be the most complicated thing in the world.
You've not seen this show?
No.
Oh boy. Oh, Kevin, you would love it.
Colin Robinson. What? Okay, let's see. What do I got here? Oh, this is interesting. I've seen this actor a million times. He's got like a little sweater, right? A little like sweater vest thing and a tie.
Yes.
I'm like, anybody that's seen this? I'm like, anybody?
No, I'm reading about it right now because I have no idea.
All right, here we go. Let's see what I can do on this one. I'm just gonna do like face and like upper shoulders things.
So for those of you that have seen it, where do we see it at? Where do we watch it?
FX.
Pretty sure it's on Hulu.
Hulu.
And
Okay.
Hulu. Yeah.
Oh, it. The background of the thing I was looking at showed a picture of Hulu. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's all the answers.
I didn't notice until I clicked away. Like burned in
I
my
haven't
retina.
actually sat down and watched it, but it's on my list for sure. I've heard a lot of really good things.
The movie is hilarious.
Was the movie first?
Yes, it was done by Taiki. What's his name? That guy.
Wakiti,
And-
right?
Yeah,
Is that right? The guy that did Thor and a lot of other things.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's an amazing movie about modern day vampires,
Oh, okay.
and it's a comedy. There you go. I'll give you an example. There's a whole bunch of like arts and crafts projects around their house, and they're all really bad at them. So like it's a lot like humans for the most part, where like we get interested in doing a certain arts and craft and then we just forget about it. But multiply that by 10 because they've all been alive since like the 1700s or whatever. So like, yeah, they have a lot of skills. They're just really bad at all of them, and it's hilarious. Like, I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
Vampires who are struggling with the mundane aspects of modern life, like paying rent, keeping up with the chore wheel, and trying to get into nightclubs.
Keeping up with the chore wheel. That's funny.
Well, they can't go into a place unless they're invited.
Oh.
Yeah.
You should have talked about this on your vampires episode, Jeff.
Did I?
I said you should have.
Oh,
Right? You did a vampires episode.
probably.
You don't even remember earlier when I was like, that's not the time your show is. This is what time.
You know,
You know what? Listen.
so
Look.
yeah. Look, man.
Valerie's
The
got
premise is
What We Do in Shadows is delightful. So she's a fan. Fantastic series. Highly recommend. Vampires that live in Staten Island.
in the movie, it's New Zealand. Oh, yeah. It's good.
Nice.
It's hilarious. Like, I think it was one of his first movies, and like he's been interviewed about it. He's like, yeah, we were able to borrow the ears from The Hobbit for our vampires. So like, just silly things like that. It makes me happy, and it's fun.
Nice. That's good. Need a little bit of that, you know?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I guess probably the bald guy. He has hobbit-looking ears.
Hmm.
I can kind of see that.
Have you guys seen Jojo Rabbit?
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't. I want to see that. I have not seen it yet.
Oh yeah, you got to watch it. It's great.
That movie is such a mix of emotions. Man, I loved it.
I mean, it's just about the Holocaust. Surely it's going to be a barrel of laughs.
Raymond.
I mean, he's not wrong though. Like there are.
It is,
funny
it's
and
hilarious.
Yeah, it's
Until
hilarious.
it's not.
Yeah, until it's. Yeah.
Oh
And then
my
it's funny
goodness.
again right after. So it's
Yeah,
okay.
It's nonstop laughing for like 95% of it,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh yeah, this is. Oh,
Oh, that's right. Whoopsies.
I mean, Adolf Hitler is hilarious in it.
Yeah. That's you couldn't say a truer statement if you tried.
And he's depicted in the best possible way as a blundering moron. So there you go.
Yeah, it's on my list. I have not. When I saw it was like in theaters, I wanted to see it. That was a while ago at this point, wasn't it?
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
The
Emily
kid's
says-
the new Home Alone kid, right?
Oh
The-
yeah, the fat kid. Yeah.
Yeah. We're very
Ah,
excited
yes.
about that.
That's a thing that I was like, oh, this is a thing. All right. Home Alone. We were talking about that on Arctic Art Stream. the
Are
other
they,
day.
are they remaking the movie?
They are.
It's
Oh,
Disney Plus exclusive.
come on, Disney.
Home Away from Home is what it's called.
It's not. It doesn't look very good. I don't really understand. But the one thing I did think was like, and that was like a fleeting moment was that there's a police officer in the thing, and the police officer has a name badge of McAllister, and it's like the older bully brother from the original one.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that is good.
Buzz.
Yeah, what's his name?
Buzz.
Oh yeah, Buzz. Yeah. And I was like, oh hey, and I was like, that's my only emotion. I was like, oh.
This home sweet Home Alone
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
that is the one.
So interesting. Previous topic. I noticed that most of your commenters, now that I'm on the StreamYard and I can see all the past comments,
Yep.
most of your commenters are on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely a sizable audience that's on YouTube. Like, it's no slight to the YouTube people. It's just like I can't keep doing it. It's just like, yeah, it just financially doesn't make sense.
Even though you're using StreamYard to dual stream to both, it still takes time to.
It takes time. It takes money because I gotta pay for the restreaming.
Oh, right. You gotta pay for StreamYard,
and I pay for the premium version, so I can do that.
So now that you're going to just Twitch only, you're going to drop StreamYard?
Yeah, I'm not going to renew it because there's no point in me keeping it. So
right.
I'll just drop it.
Can you host other people like a moderator on Twitch?
There's I don't know. I don't think so. Well, no, there's probably a way to do it. There's probably a way.
Or you could probably use StreamYard, but with the basic version, right? The free.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely other artists and stuff that do streams and shows with other people involved. I just need to kind of go through it and figure out how to do it.
All right,
but
fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, I've literally been thinking about it for months. I'm
sure.
All right,
what
do I do? What's the way to go forward? And
anything to cut a monthly expense is a good thing. So
yeah, I mean, I really wish that like YouTube was getting me somewhere, but it's just like a grind. It's just not going anywhere, and it's just like, got to call it. Got to call it
subscribers.
I know, and it's just it won't move. It just stays that way. It doesn't go anywhere. I mean, when I do shows, I usually get like a nice little like bump, and then like a couple days after the show, they all go away. So it's like,
oh really? Huh.
Yeah, almost every time. So it's like, all right. And like I said, that's even just the first hurdle. The first hurdle is like subscribers. The second hurdle is watch time, and this is just to turn on monetization. And the watch time I need to be at is 4,000 minutes a month, and I'm currently at 2,800. So, like, let alone subscribers. I mean, we're talking another year or two just to get the watch time up after that. And it's like, okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, that's not a bad reason.
Yeah, don't forget the payouts are dollars, like single dollars, not even double digits. So.
Yeah,
right.
And I still would like to put like time lapses and stuff up, but we'll see.
So you said watch time's 4,000 hours?
Yeah, it's like 4,000 hours.
Yeah, I'm at less than 50.
Yeah, per month.
Right.
I thought you were getting ready to be like, all right, I'm gonna do it. I get you there, man.
My mind was like, Ken's like, all right, well, I'm currently at 7,000, so I'm gonna. It's
like, Well, no, so I am pretty proud of like for not making any content really. I have like over 250 subscribers.
Yeah,
and I have my very first video on how I clean Lego. Yeah. Like I just kind of threw together to show some other YouTubers, and I remember it has 11,000 views.
It's famous.
Or 11,000 likes rather, or no views.
Wow.
Whatever.
Wow.
Wait, let me find the thing here. Yeah, no.
Jeff's like.
Yeah, well, no, I mean for me, not being like producing content all the time, it's just a fun account. Like I'm just throwing stuff out there.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean that's the thing is that like I'm doing the grind, and it's like
Yep.
Oh, and
I'm sorry if you're doing the grind and
no, don't be sorry. It's all good, man.
But so and it just depends. Like so the other thing, like my neighbor, he's like if there's a really famous car crash video out there of a Lamborghini that's like idling at a stop sign or at a traffic light and a left turn, and he starts filming it because it's a Lamborghini, and they're like sitting there joking in the car like, oh, he's gonna do it, and yeah, sure enough, he like peels out from a left turn lane, and of course he's on a turn and he loses control and crashes into two other cars, and it has like, so he filmed it, he posted it, and I've seen it before, even before I met the guy, and so now it has like 19 million views or 19 million likes, even I think it's likes, and it's and he gets like all these people saying, oh, can I restream it and blah blah, and he has like thousands of subscribers only because of this one video. I mean, all the rest of his videos are like personal stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't make any sense. Is what I'm saying. Like, it's just getting lucky and having a
Yep.
video that people just clickbait video.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are done.
Hooray.
We are finished.
Looks awesome.
This is all 13, well, plus a couple of my things on the left, but we'll run through them real quick. So once again, this is a special once a year Patreon anniversary stream. So I only took prompts ahead of time from the people that support me on Patreon. So thank you again to everybody who supports me. We have got me and Steve running my booth at a show. We've got a pumpkin pie headed mechanical octopus eating itself. We've got Troy from the upcoming Comic Resolve.
Hey.
Here is a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man crossed with Deadpool. This is Tony Stark as a cybernetic horse. This is Skye, I think, from Paw Patrol. Here is another horse pool because Matt didn't get enough the first time. Rosalina with a Luma. Here is Lop, the bunny from Star Wars Visions. This is Hawkeye Lego Man's Victorian mask that he made. And this guy, Colin, what's his name? From What We Do in the Shadows. Here is a very dapper looking bearded dragon.
What a handsome boy.
And here is a bunt cake with some lemon frosting and lifesavers on it. And I think that's it, right? That's everything. There we go. 13 prompts for 13 patrons for 3 years of being on Patreon. And thank you to all the folks that were here to help, keep me chatting. So thank you again to Jeff and Ray and Joseph and Ken. Thank you guys for being here.
Very welcome.
We are going to be back to quote unquote normal next Friday with our regularly scheduled program where people can make suggestions. Remember, if you're not already supporting my Patreon, it does make a difference. It really does. Helps things keep going, keeps the bills paid. This is my job. This is what I do. So please consider it if you're not already. I've got tiers at the $1, $5, $10, $20, and $50 range, and they all have some pretty cool rewards and perks that come along with that. So thank you guys. Thanks everybody still being here, watching, the 8 of you that stuck it to the very, very end, extra hour or extra 45 minutes almost. Do I have anything else? KevinandHinkle.com, social media at MrHinkleDraws. Anything you guys would like to say before we end?
Yeah, catch us tonight at 8. We're going to be doing just a simple chit chat and hobby stuff tonight. We're not going to be devoting to any particular hobby, but yeah. So
Where is that?
on the Jeff McQueen YouTube channel.
Yep.
At 8 p.m. Central. There you go.
Search his name and you will see his face.
It's true.
Always support Ray. Ray's another awesome artist. He'll give it to you straight, that's for sure.
Thank you.
He sure will.
Awesome. Anything you want to say, Ray?
Oh, not much. Thanks for having me. It was
Yep.
a lot of fun. I'm going to go get lunch now.
You got it.
Starving.
All right, everybody, take care. Have a great weekend. I will see you guys next Friday. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Have a good Thanksgiving too, because I won't see you guys until after Thanksgiving. See you later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.